Okay. Well, look who's back. Look who popped up. Yep, that's right. Uh, Once again, never mean to do this. So actually, someone asked me if I was going to go up tonight, and I said no, I didn't think so. I didn't have any plans to. But it's hot as hell in my house, and so I said, okay, well, why not? Maybe go up there and kill an hour, and then, you know, we'll see what happens. See anybody wants to hang out. I'm actually up at a relatively early time for me. Most of the time, I'm already deep into the, try to lay down, listen to music or something like that. But I am actually up early, so I don't, like I said, I don't know if anybody will show up for this. Not expecting it. Just a pop up. Just wanted to share off some thoughts. This is my way of like taking my place of writing because right now I have stuff in me, so I have to get it out. So that's generally how it works for me. Um, so I guess the first thing first. Whew, it is warm here in southeastern Michigan. It is, but it's cooling off. Looks like it's saying it's 73 degrees. I actually might go out for another walk. I was going for my first walk. I have a route I take. Um, it's a little over a mile long. Um, I can't do my normal route. I don't think I could do my normal route, though. I might give it a run tomorrow when I do my library run. I might go ahead and do it. It's about a 2 mile walk for the circle that we did. I used to go out there with Earl, and him and I used to, my buddy Earl, who I actually, there is a small chance that I'm actually might see him tomorrow. It'll be the first time in over a year that I've seen him. So it would be really interesting if that happens. Um, I mentioned this earlier. My library has opened up, so it's open to the public. And when the library was partially opened, they were only letting a few people in at a time. And so, new release Tuesday, which normally is an hour long, people pay a little extra fee. They get first crack at all the new stuff. And then at 3 o'clock, the door would open up, and the rest of us get to go in there and take a look at it. But because of the pandemic, they would open, but Tuesday would pretty much just be for the resellers because they were only allowing 4 people in at a time for a half hour at a time. So, needless to say, that could get a little long. um, People have to, and so they would have to wait their turn, and then the regular people just wouldn't be able to get in. So Tuesday was for the resellers, but now that the library's back open, it's back to normal, which means they get their hour. Um, and then at 3 o'clock, we get to go in and take a look at what's going on the shelves. So I will be doing that tomorrow for the first time. And we always get there a little early, and then we talk to our friends there. I met some friends, including Earl, who I used to walk with, and before the pandemic hit. So I have not seen him in over a year. So it would be really nice to see him again if he's still with us, which I hope he is. And the only reason I say that is because right before the pandemic hit, a couple months before it really got bad, one of the regulars that on the Tuesday, a guy named Steve, he just vanished. That was it. Um, and we think that he passed. But me and Earl, we used to have a walking, and we used to walk like two different routes. And one route was the 2 mile route, and one was probably a little bit more than that, and through the golf course. I like the other one. I didn't really particularly like walking through the golf course too much. I really liked walking the other route instead. But then I had the route near my house, and basically I go up one street and down it. It's a big street, about a quarter mile long. So, oh, okay. It says I have 3 people watching me talking about my walking. All right. Well, probably not the most exciting thing you guys want to hear, but you guys can come on inside and say hi, and we can talk whatever you guys want to talk about. It's open. So, um, yeah, no, I said I wasn't going to go up. I know Marie's probably going like, wait a minute, did he tell me that he wasn't going to go up? And I said, yeah, that's right. Hi, Amanda. Wow, you're up too, huh? You must be like us. How are you? How are your sons doing? I saw the video. Josh sent the video of the paranormal activity outside your house. That would be rather spooky. Just cutting loose, just getting some stuff off the old head. Um, our weather here is really crazy in Michigan right now. It is raining cats and dogs here. Normally, our rainy season, our spring season, is over with by now, and we're summertime, just like everybody else. You know, June, July, August, and starting to slow down in September a little bit. But our weather here in June has been really crazy. We've had a lot of rain this season. We've had localized we've had localized flooding. Um, oh, nice, nice. What flavor are what flavor is it gonna be? Chocolate, vanilla? Man, man, I miss a good homemade cake. Who doesn't love a homemade cake? Uh, Ears alert. You know what, Papa? I thought about you today during my walk because I saw at least about six rabbits when I was doing my walk. I was sitting going like sitting there. That's what I said too. When I walked by, they kept on hopping along aside me, and I kept on saying, "Ears alert, uh, chocolate, nice, nice." They were cottontails, Papa, cottontail rabbits. They were two of them were hopping on the side on the grass, and they were like, when you walk up to a rabbit, they always like they always go the opposite way. But these rabbits were walking side by side with me, and they walked like they hopped like three houses along with me before they finally figured out that I wasn't going to go. I was going to keep going that way, and then they went the other way. Oh, oh man, I got to do this. I got to do this. If I don't do this, it's just not right. Probably. Yeah, probably. Um, Thanks for coming out last night, Papa, for my first time hosting the midnight hour. That was very kind of you. That's what I was looking for. Oh my gosh, there's so many cute things about YouTube. I have to admit, some of the things I see people do that it never fails to entertain me. It never does. They got they got such interesting little quirks. I just love it. Um, it just makes me feel better. Of course, it would make me feel real good if I had a homemade chocolate cake. Not that I'm not asking for one or anything, but Ohio's not that far from Michigan. Oh my gosh, homemade chocolate cake, man! I'm trying to remember really. Um, Yeah, wasn't she? She was really nice. I really liked her. She has a really bright future in front of her, Papa. She really does. I sense that. I sense great things for her. Whatever she wants to do, whatever she wants to do. Um, and to do what she's doing, it's a very demanding profession. As far as the physicality of it, and yet she's still able to do that with her condition. It's just you just got to respect that. I can't imagine what it would be like to every single time you stand up, you risk passing out. That's just bonkers. Um, Thanks. I was pretty happy with the show last night. I was tired though. I was trying to get some rest before the show. I thought I did, but man, I was dragging my ass last night. I was just, and I had coffee too. That's the damnedest thing about it is I had coffee. I mean, I was set, but man, I just could never get over that hump. And of course, you would think that after the show was over with, I would go straight to bed and have no problem falling asleep, right? No, I was up. Uh, yeah, yeah, she's way too nice. Way too young for that shit. Way too young for that. I really hope they can find some. The paralyzed stomach thing sounds really terrible, and that just came above the last year. That sucks. That really sucks. You can't even feel you don't even know how to eat. That's just um. I mean, you just I mean, and the way she's saying how it's just all her food just sits there. It doesn't break down. It doesn't know when to push it out. It can't glean any of the nutrients. It's just man, this is really wrong. Uh, but I have fun. I have fun. Really glad that she came onto the show, and I know that next week we're doing our. This is really actually. I'll be honest with you. I really wanted to come on tonight because I really want to talk up this. I really want to talk up the movie, the telethon, so to speak, next week for Jen Tochi. Um, July for Jen. On the 4th of July, the next Sunday show, we're going to be trying to get people to come to the show and share some movies that they're going to donate to Jen. Um, we want you to come with the movies. Not we don't want you to come and sit there and say, I'm going to give movies out. No, we want you to come and give us the name of the movies you're going to give so we can sort of keep a track of it. And so what we don't want people to do is we don't want people to send her doubles. We don't want that. I mean, we're going to try to send her DVDs and VHS tapes. She does not have a Blu-ray player, but if someone has an extra Blu-ray player that they care to donate, that would be awesome too. Would not be averse to that. If you have a spare Blu-ray player that's just gathering dust or mold or rabbit fur, yeah, we would be happy to ask you to send that up to her so she can get some Blu-rays. Um, but right now she has a VHS player and she has a DVD player, and she lost a lot of her collection in a flood, so that really sucks. Um, I know some people have already responded in the community. I know that Mike Catfill sent her the Halloween franchise. I think all the way up to not Halloween 2018. I don't think she got that. I don't think she got the Rob Zombie ones either. So, but she got all the ones up to that point. He sent her DVD copies of that. So that was rocking. That's really cool. I did not know this until last week, until Hobbs mentioned it, and then him and I both came up with the idea, like, hey, why don't we do Sunday show and see if we get some people to come on in and donate some movies to Jen. So that's our big theme. What we're really wanting to do is to see if people will come out and donate some movies for Jen. Um, that would be awesome. If we get our 30 or 40 movies, whatever we can, it'd be really good. So, um, yeah, that's the big thing. That's the big thing. I've heard people had losing collections of clothes, books, things like that. Natural disasters, fires, floods, earthquakes, whatnot. Um, you lose all that, and then it's so hard to, of course, the personal stuff, the pictures and the mementos, you can never replace. but some of the material things you can, but you just can't afford it. Um, I don't know if she had property, if she had a home insurance or anything like that. It's not my business. All I know is that she said she lost her collection, and I know that most insurance companies, you know, how do you go up there and explain to an insurance company that you have a copy, a DVD copy of Revenge of the Nerds, and that it has super sentimental value? I mean, one, trying to find it brand new, and the insurance company is probably going to say, well, what did you lose? And you walk up there and you show them like six or 700, 800 movies. They're going to be sitting there going like, well, do you have receipts for all those? And of course you don't. And then they're going to start hemming and hawing about it. So insurance is not your friend when it comes down to that. Um, so I just want to go ahead and try to encourage folks to come out next Sunday at 10 o'clock. The show will be here on my channel for replay purposes. People come up. We'll be here, and we'll start at 10 o'clock. And we're supposed to be doing a food challenge. I hope that's going to happen. I'm not sure. It might just be me, actually. It just might be me. I might be the only one doing this damn thing. I don't think the Hobbs says that he can do that. Um, I think Hobbs said that he might not be able to do that. So we'll see. If not, we'll see if someone else wants to do it. Let's see. Hey, Bree, thanks. I really enjoyed Red's live stream. Yeah, no problem. Yes, that's right. No, well, it's definitely not going to be just restricted to. It's definitely not going to be restricted to one day, Papa. I mean, I think this is going to happen. I think this is going to happen for for probably a couple of weeks. Get to see if we can get a few people to donate some things. I mean, no, not going to just be one night for 4 hours, and that's going to shut it down. So you'll have your chance to play Captain Carrot and be a superhero. Um, yeah, Bree, I was that was a really fun night tonight. Red's really talented. I really liked her poems. I really do. I would think that if as a I would think this as a poet. I don't know. It's just me, but I would think if you're driving around in an RV or a Jeep or a van, I cannot think of a better. I can't think of a better like drawing from to write poetry. I cannot think of a better time to write poetry than being living a nomad or a van life. There's so much inspiration around you. Everywhere you look, there's inspiration. You know, to write poems and spoken word pieces. It's not like just being stuck at a house. I mean, can't really draw ideas from there. But being on the road, driving around, meeting new people, seeing new things, oh, just just the thought of it, you just be full. You just have to write everything down. Okay, well, he says we have 6 watching us, so come on in. Please do come on in, make yourself heard. Uh, we're talking rabbits and explosives. We're talking homemade chocolate cake. We're talking poetry. Um, that is so subjective, though, Bree. That really is subjective as far as being a creator. Let me tell you how I looked at it. I looked at this. When I was a talent buyer, right? Now I don't play an instrument. I don't play drums. I don't play bass. I don't do a harmonica. I don't do a bugle. I don't play guitar. Right? I don't sing. Right? And we call the bands artists. Okay, there's the artists. They're the artists. They're the artists. But here's the secret. Here's the secret about that. The artists that we see are the bands and the singers and whatnot. They're not the artists. They're the paint. The talent buyer, we're the artists because we paint. We paint with what we're given. We paint shows. Like, how do we put together a lineup? Um, where do we place them? How are they shown? Um, I always felt like I was an artist. Um, and painting up a good show like yesterday, the live stream. Um, there it is, the live stream, that hour between 10 o'clock and 1 o'clock in the morning. It's a canvas. It's an absolute canvas. But what goes on that canvas? We have to come up with that. We have to find the paint to go on our canvas for our show. So we're painters. We're creators. So while you don't really think that maybe you're a creator, but you are. We had the same discussion with somebody else who felt like they weren't a creator either, and I told him, and I'll say the same thing. I'll tell you the same thing I told him. When you come and support a live stream like you're here now, or you're here with Red, or you go in there and you leave a comment, or you are a moderator, you are creating. You're creating dialogue. You're creating a comfortable place where people can come and be heard without anybody making fun of them, trolling them. Um, you're encouraging them by giving thumbs up and leaving your comments. It's encouragement. So, as far as being a creative person, you are. We all are. Okay, how about that? Dropping. Yep. So, all right, dropping some serious bombs here on Insomnia Theater. I hope that makes you feel better because I mean that's how I really see it. I really do. I really see that. When I go inside Reds, whenever I see you as a moderator, I know that I'm gonna have a good time in that room. I'm not gonna be harassed by a troll. There's not gonna be anybody coming up there and saying anything to me. There's not gonna be anybody just popping off and causing a disruption. I'm gonna be able to see what the creator is doing. The artist on the screen, the YouTuber, and you make it possible. You create a good atmosphere. You've been trusted to do that. Is that not creative? Is that not creating? I really do think so. Um, so yeah. Uh, well, I guess I should talk a little bit more of what I'm doing here. So, getting ready for our last 8 questions with show in June. On June 30th, we have my good friend Timothy Cox. He's an actor from Ohio via New York, and he's a really good actor. He's a really good person. Um, I have all the movies I reviewed on my blog, which is over 520 now, between books, videos, and movies or whatnot. Uh, his movies I have reviewed the most. I think I've reviewed at least 10 or 11 of his movies. Um, so he's been the most I've reviewed of any actor or actress. Um, since I don't really review blockbuster movies too much, very rarely do I review blockbusters. So I don't have like 20 Marlon Brandos or 20 Will Smiths or 20 Julianne Moores or anything like that. I don't have the big names. Um, but I have his name. And so this will be my first chance to talk to him live one on one, and on the June 30th. Um, I'm totally tickled with the turnout so far and the support that everybody's given that series. Um, it's amazing. I'm totally blessed. Um, and I thank you guys all for replay purposes. I know there's not that many people watching now, but for replay purposes, I'm just sitting there saying thank you so much for your support. So, but July, wow, July is just crazy for us here at 8 Questions with. This is basically it's just me and the cheetah. we just we just slide over and put on a different hat. We're still have Cheetah will view, and but we're also 8 questions with, so we just slide on over. That's why I always say we, because me and the Cheetah we're a team. So uh, he handles all the writers, all the writers requirement. So after the 30th, um, we're coming back on. Hey, Brad. Uh, yeah, I'm old. Yeah. I just couldn't find any sleep, so I thought I'd get up there. I was talking about our telethon for Jen's Tochi. We're gonna try to raise some movies for her after she lost her collection in that flood. So yeah, we're gonna try to raise some movies for her, get people to come on out there and show some love for sure. Yeah. I closed down yesterday, like I mentioned in the comment. I closed down, though I did hype up your interview, though, Brad. I did mention your interview that you had with Deborah Sue Voorhees. We did mention it, and I thought it was a really good interview. Thought you did fine. Um, it was a really good one, and a lot of people sure liked it. Oh, good. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. That's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to get people we're just trying to get people to if they can list the movies that they sent her, so we don't send her doubles and triples. Um, that's all we're trying to do too. So so that'll be yeah. Oh, no problem, Brad. Shit, yeah. I mean, yeah. Your interviews have taken off. I went and peeked at your views, man. You definitely you got yourself a nice niche going there. You have a But I still think you should interview Brett Kelly. I do. Someone's got to. I came close. I got John Oak Dalton. We're gonna do John Oak Dalton on the 25th of July in the midnight hour, and he's the screenwriter for Mark Polonia. Yeah, yeah, that's right. So we're gonna talk to him about Amityville Island and Jurassic Prey, and all sorts of fun. Yes, it helps. Yeah, yeah, isn't it? You know what it is now? We're running into convention season, and that makes interviewing a lot scheduling interviews much harder, especially for the weekends, because a lot of the people that we normally would want to talk to, they're doing conventions, so they're not going to be able to do a live interview with us from a convention hall. For one thing, the convention wouldn't like it. They found out that some of their stars were, especially doing free interviews. Yeah, they wouldn't like that too much. So we probably won't get any big stars for the next 3 or 4 months. It might slow down in the winter. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, big names are out there. I mean, they're definitely out there. But they're also trying to. You got that guy? How the hell did you get the director of Groundhog? I heard that guy's total badass. Fuck. Well, you scoped us there. You got us there. Son of a bitch. Man, that's a feather. I won't deny that. I might have to go after Brett Kelly now, just to even up the table. Might have to go after Brett Kelly. I think that's probably the only director I could probably get that might even it up. Oh, he owes you. Okay. Well, that'll be fun. Yeah, that'll be fun. I don't. I got a pretty good month though, Brad. I got a good month. I'm stoked with my month. I've been really busy and I got some nice names going on here, and so yeah, we're gonna be popping. 8 Questions with is gonna be rocking and rolling. Some of these folks I've already interviewed with, so they know me, so they able to come back and do a live one-on-one. So that helps. But I have been turned down. I've gotten 3 people, three well-known people. I've got turned down. They you know what that goes. So you approach somebody, sit there and say, "Hey, how would you like to do an interview?" And they turn around and say, "Well, yeah, just go to my website, or here's my publicist's number, or could you email my publicist?" All that means is like they want some cash money. It's like, oh, okay. Um, so I don't have any cash money, but it's fun though. It's fun. It's fun. But man, I'm totally jealous. You got the director of Groundhog. Well, I'll have to see what we can do to even that. Brett Kelly. I still want to see. You know what? I tell you what, Brad. I tell you what. I tell you what. I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a bet. I will bet you. I will bet you. Hmm, let's go by Wild Eye Week, right? November. So that's plenty of a window. I bet you if you get this person's name, if you get this person to interview with you, I will buy your Super Slash Brother T-shirt. I will buy yours, not anybody else's, but your T-shirt. But if you lose, then you got to buy me a Denver Bronco T-shirt. I want to see if you can get Rob from Wild Eye to do a one-on-one with Bronco Juggalo. I want to see you do that. That's the interview I want to see. That'll be it. That's the ultimate challenge. I have asked him at least 10 times, and he has never said yes. Uh, but I want to see if anybody can land that interview. That would be the best. That would be the best interview if you can get that. Uh, so speaking of conventions, I know that Papa's going to the convention. I know that he's going to the Gathering of the Juggalos. So I know he's going. I don't know if anybody else is going to conventions this year. Um, Hopefully so, because I really like to see some videos of conventions. People going there and enjoying themselves, and then posting some videos. That would be a lot of fun. I mean, it's definitely time for that. But I don't know. I thought about going my own self down to Motor City Comic Con, but I don't know. I guess I have to go look at the lineup. I know there's one Motor City Nightmares. Um, I just It's in Ann Arbor. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I know the boys from Twisted are hosting that. Uh-oh. Are Twisted and ICP still feuding? God, they should have squashed that years ago. Well, anyway, Twisted is doing a convention down at Ann Arbor. They got some pretty good names on there. Prices are pretty fair. Uh, yes to the bet. All right, you're done. We're on. All right, you have to interview Rob by the time that Wild Eye week starts. That's the deal. So you have plenty of time. Holy crap, you got 4 months, and you'll need every day. You'll need every day to get Rob to say yes. Oh, okay. You're going to convention too. Oh, okay. So that's yes to the bet, and yes, you're going to a convention. That's cool. I like that. All right, deal. Okay. Here's the bet. The bet is this: by time Wild Eye Weekend rolls up, you have to interview. If you can interview Rob by Wild Eye Weekend, I will buy one of your Super Slash Bros shirts. Yours, not Joe's or Jason's or Dave's, but yours, and wear it on the midnight hour. If I win, if you can't get Rob to do one-on-one with the Bronco Juggalo, you have to hook me up with a Denver Bronco T-shirt. Oh, okay. Oh, God. You know what? That's crazy. Oh, well, I wanted you to see if you can get I want to. Oh, he oh, okay. I thought you know what? I would thought you know what? Okay, so now I don't feel so bad. I don't feel so bad now. Yeah, he's wow. Yeah, he's like Howard Hughes, isn't he? He's like Howard Hughes. He is very publicity shy. Yeah, I've asked him at least 10 times. The Rob, the to folks who are the in the chat and the folks lurking, he is the owner operator of Wild Eye Releasing, um, and we've been trying to get him to do an interview with one of us here for at least a year, and none of us have had any luck. None, nobody. Um, yeah, I tried to. Oh well. Okay. Well, forget that. So yes, the Twisted and the ICP are still feuding. Wow. That's just really that's just a shame. That's been for years now. Years. And Astronomicon. Is Astronomicon in Texas or New Mexico? Okay, well there you go. See, now you have 4 months to convince them to do that. You could do it. I have faith. I have faith. You could get them. That would be a very fun interview. I really like to see that myself. Um, let's see. July here on the eight questions with. We got on the 15th of July. That is our big day, and for eight questions with. We are interviewing Courtney Gaines from Children of the Corn, The Burbs. He's doing a new movie called River. Uh, oh, no problem. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Sleep well. Hope your hope your feet feel good. So we have Courtney Gaines from, like I said, Children of the Corn. So I'm really happy about that. Um, he's going to be on. He's going to be on for a 2 o'clock interview that afternoon, and then we're going to do Hannah Fierman from VHS at 8 o'clock. So we have two shows in one day. That's gonna be a long day, but it's gonna be a fun day. So I'll keep promoting that. Um, so yep, I hope that you guys can find it in your hearts to come out and support us. That would be rocking and rolling. Um, but we got Directors Week coming up, and it's gonna be the third week of July. Three fine film directors, screenwriters. This Muse, who wrote and co-directed Molly, and the sequel he wrote and directed Kill Mode. We have Michael Cassie, who wrote Hangman with Al Pacino and Carl Urban, and he also wrote and directed Hunter's Moon, which is a new, fresh take on the werewolf story. And you know what? Quite honestly, now that I think about this, um, I do believe that Hunter's Moon is very unique in the sense that this is the first time in a werewolf movie that I can remember where the werewolf actually lives at the end of the damn movie. Um, they do. They all live. Now, most of the time, the werewolves don't live. They're always, werewolves are like one of the saddest creations in horror, fantasy, science fiction. They always end up dying at the end of the movie. Silver bullet, garlic, um, you know, dog trap, cat. They always buy the farm. Um, but in Hunter's Moon, Michael Cassie has created a very unique and premise, and that the werewolves do not die at the end of the movie. What they do is really, really cool. I absolutely love Hunter's Moon's concept. I think it's one of the best. I did say that in my review. I reviewed the movie. Um, I would love to have another see Michael get another crack at it. As far as doing a sequel or maybe like a soft reboot, I would love to see him take another crack at it. Um, but he is gearing up for a new movie. He's doing actually doing another horror movie, and we're going to talk to him about that on the 21st. And he promises that there will be much, much blood. So, and then on the 22nd, to wrap up Directors Week, we have director writer Chris Moore, who did the who wrote and directed the movie Triggered, of who we had Meredith Moeller on last night. She was the lead actress in Triggered, and now we're going to meet the man behind it, and that is Christopher Wesley Moore on the 22nd of July. And then the last week, I got to share last week in here. Um, I know it's way out there; it's a month away, but you know what? You're going to get me hearing it over and over and over again. Um, so we started a new series. Called ISC Midnight Nights with a K. ISC Midnight Nights, and it's me. It's Night from the Night Watch Zone, Coriander from the Night Watch Zone, and Ben from Cadaver Club, and we are all teaming up to bring the spotlight to ISC Midnight films. Um, and because especially for Night and Coriander, they really need to know this, because I watched their listing of films from the 2010s. They listed four A24 films. I had my work cut out for me. Yes, sir, I do. I have my work cut out for me. I got to convince them that there are other movies out there that are superior, or at least equal, to A24. But we have John. We're gonna be looking at The Devil's Doorway on July 25th. That show will be at 7 p.m. No, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. 6 p.m. 6 p.m. So yeah, that's gonna be really exciting. So we're gonna look at The Devil's Doorway. So we're only doing this once a month. Um, we're all really busy, and we don't want to burn ourselves out. So we're only doing one show a month, and it's like an hour long. Just enough to talk about the movie. Though rumor has it there might be a special guest for that show. All I got to say about that. But we're going to be looking at The Devil's Doorway from the 2018, which is a very exciting movie, both supernatural horror and historical horror, like real life shit, which is even scarier than made up shit. But it's a great movie, and I'm looking forward to talking about it and sharing the movie out with folks. The first show we did was a Dark Song, and I thought it went really, really well. We had some heads come out to support it, and replay seems to be going really well too. So I'm really happy about that. It's a very good movie. I know there's a lot of people that have bought it or rented it based on the fact that we've been talking about it. I've been talking about it. I know a few people that have come to my chats have come through and said, "Hey, I'm taking out that movie because you've been telling it, you've been talking about it." Yeah, it's my favorite movie. It's the favorite movie I reviewed. It's probably my favorite movie in the last 10 years. And so I keep talking about it. So that's going to happen on July 25th at 6 p.m. And then 10 p.m. on the midnight hour on here, back on our channel. Um, we're going to be talking with John Oak Dalton. He's a screenwriter. He does a lot of screenwriting. He writes a lot of movies for Mark Polonia, one of our favorite art directors from Wild Eye. We like Mark. We have fun with him, but honestly, we love him. Um, same thing with Brett Kelly. You gotta like those guys. They're just they create a lot of entertainment. And you know what? Sometimes that's what we need in this world. We just need to be entertained. Right? We don't need deep thoughts on our movies. Sometimes we just need to see a giant ghost shark. Yeah, we do. Who likes giant ghost sharks? Raise your hands. Uh, so, um, and speaking of giant and exciting and different, on July 27th, I have novelist Chris Farnsworth coming in. Now, Chris Farnsworth is an amazing writer, really amazing. Um, he has written a series called The President's Vampire that is absolutely awesome. Um, he's very unique, very, very original. Um, a lot of fun. Um, I have read three. I think he's put out five novels. I know there's some shorts and a couple of novelists, but I've read three of the five. Nathaniel Cade, The President's Vampire, fantastic series, tailor made for the big screen. Holy crap! Why hasn't somebody jumped on this? Is beyond me, because this is such an original take on a vampire's tale. It's amazing. Um, Honestly, it could probably be the best vampire franchise probably since Blade. And I'm not saying that lightly. There's that kind of potential here. Someone just needs to jump on it and mine it and develop it, because it's an amazing series. So we have Chris Farnsworth going to come by and talk about his process and talk about Nathaniel and where he's going, where he's gone, and what are we doing with him? Where's he going to go? Uh, and then the 29th, the last interview of the month, we have um, Laura Hunter Drago and Susan Mock, or Samantha Mock. Oh God. Um, they're the producer, playwright of one of the top 20 movies I reviewed last year, To the New Girl. Yeah, that movie is amazing too. And I was talking earlier about poetry earlier in the stream. Well, there's one aspect that I really liked about I was talking about the poetry slam and people getting out there and do spoken word. Well, To the New Girl is spoken word on steroids on 10. It's a fantastic movie, highly original. Uh, it's funny, it's insightful, it's heartbreaking. Um, it's really different. Um, it's been getting out. You should be able to see it on Amazon Prime, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Tubi now is showing it now too. I could be wrong about that. I know it's on Amazon Prime, but Laura is the producer, and Samantha, good Lord, Samantha Mock is the playwright who wrote it. So we will be talking to them about the journey to take that movie from the stage to this big screen. So we're going to be doing that on July 29th. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have fun, for sure. If says I have four people here, I've been talking for about 49 minutes. So I might go for another 3 minutes or another 10 minutes or so. Um, it's funny. I actually get more activity during early morning than I'm getting now. Most of the time, people are talking. People are talking to me early in the morning than they are now. So, um, but that's how it happens. that happens. Just glad that people are here, and I see a lot of people coming in. They're leaving. That's okay. I'd like for you to come in and say hi. Um, so if you're doing conventions, we'd like to know which conventions you're going to be doing. What are you expecting to see? What are you trying to get? I mean, is there anything collector wise that people are going to be on the hunt for? I wonder how the prices are going to be for collectibles during the summer. I hope some of the stores get their act together for that. I mean, I'm not a big collectibles guy. I got a few, but as far as going up there and buying them or whatnot, I'm not that big of a guy. But I know there's a lot of people in our community that are. And one of the things they keep saying is how they cannot find the collectibles. They're sold out. They can't find them at Target or Walmart. I'm not sure what else, wherever else. Well, shit, there's no Toy Stores left either, right? So I mean, even if normally we think Toys R Us would be a good place, but Toys R Us, I think they relaunched. If I'm not mistaken, I think they relaunched, but I don't think they made it that far. I don't think that. Hey, Justin, how are you, sir? You want to come up and talk some? You want to talk some football? We could talk football if you want to come up. I don't know if you're working tomorrow though. And great picture of Cheeto too, by the way, on your Instagram page. Oh, up for a little while tonight, huh? All right, you want to come up and talk football? Okay, so let's do it. Let me invite you in. I'm gonna send you to you. I'm gonna send it to you on Instagram. Give me 1 second here. All right. Give me 1 second here. I have to do this all by hand. Ooh, that's a code right there. All right. All right. You have invite. Holy the Chicago Gourmet. I know that. I know that one. Um, wow. What's the Chicago Gourmet one? Um, wow. Yeah, I went to I that was being held during our honeymoon. We went to Chicago for our honeymoon, and we went to the Chicago Gourmet. Wow, that was amazing. That was so much good food there. All right, Big Daddy J, you are linked up. Are they going to do that? Oh, okay. Oh, they're doing an auto show. That's awesome. How long has the feud been going on between Twisted and the boys from ICP? I cannot believe those guys are still holding a grudge. I really can't. I mean, it must have been money. It must have been money involved. It's the only thing I could think of. That's just a shame. And yeah, I heard about the Riot Fest. That's gonna be a lot of fun too. But Chicago Gourmet, I remember that. I thought that was in June though. The Gourmet, 2011. Wow, that's just something else. Like I said, it must have been money involved. But you know what? That's why you have lawyers for, though. So you can just settle that shit and get back to get back to business. But then again, that's what happens. When you do business with friends and you don't cover your ass, as far as contracts go, then when there is a bump, it causes a lot of hurt feelings. Ragman, greetings, sir. All right, now we're getting some heads out here. Now we're cooking with gas. I think Justin is trying to come on. I hope. Uh, yep, there he is. He's come. He's going to be coming here in a minute. I know that the weather down in Texas has been really bad. I know that he tried to. Justin was co-hosting the House of Horrors last Saturday. I was watching the interview with Clint Carney, and I saw he was having some tech problems and he couldn't stay with the stream. So that sucks. Well, I tell you what, though, we're gonna be my old running partner, Jimmy. He's got stories, man, and I'm gonna be interviewing him on July, and you need to come out to that, Papa. I can't tell you, of all the people I know who love music, it'll probably be you. I really want you to come out there and watch that show. You're gonna love it. That's gonna be a really fun show. Jimmy's got so many war stories. I mean, he literally could write a book, and he should be writing a book, or at least doing a podcast. Uh, Ragman, how goes your weather out there in California? You guys are burning up still? Probably well over 100 degrees in the Inland Empire, I would think. It is now 12:30 here in Michigan, and we are at 73 degrees. 73. That's pretty warm for us. Let me resend it. Maybe that's it. Maybe I did it wrong. Hold on. I might have bobbled it. Let's see. All right. I might have bobbled that. Yep, did that. Yep, yep. That is a weird one. All right. Go ahead and try it again, Justin. All right. I resent it to you on your Instagram. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right, there we go. There we go. Oh yeah, Big Daddy J in the house.
What's up, Patrick?
Let's hear for those Buffalo Bulls, baby.
Yeah. Hey, can you hear me?
I hear you fine.
Okay, cool. I just want to make
Yeah.
sure I'm
Uh
kind of okay.
yeah, nine
There we
nine
go.
inch nails, man. Papa for sure, man. Trent Reznor, man. I'm glad he's still out there kicking it, man. That guy, Nine Inch Nails, puts on a hell of a show.
I never got to see them.
Oh man, they're amazing
Oh
live.
yeah.
Trent
One of my
Reznor. Trent Reznor is like here's Trent Reznor behind the curtain. Hey, how you doing, Justin? Hey, how's it going? All right, yeah. Trent Reznor open the curtain, walk through. It's just
yeah,
like,
total different person.
yeah. Hey, Trent,
Space
you want this?
persona.
You want this towel?
Yeah, I have a cousin that's a big, huge Nine Inch Nails fan. She's seen them quite a few times. Says they're awesome in concert. Trent Reznor.
Yeah, he cut his hand on the show they did for us, and
No.
he was sitting there. He cut it on the bass player or something like, or the maybe a drummer or whatever it was, but he cut his hand pretty good, and we could see the blood flying.
Ugh.
And I'm working like I go backstage, and I'm sitting with a big ass towel and some ice. I'm just sitting there waiting. And here he comes off stage, and I'm just like, I just grab his hand and it's like,
Oh wow.
oh yeah, thanks, Mike, thanks, because we had talked to him before the show. And yeah, he had to go. I know he had to go get some stitches.
Ooh.
But yeah, it was crazy show.
It added to
Um,
the theatrics of the show, I guess, at least for the audience. Oh, he's
oh
bleeding.
yeah.
He's still out here
Oh my
going,
god,
yeah.
I can see it now. Oh my god, Trent bled on me. Yeah.
Right?
Before
It's like,
before it'd be like before it'd be like the Marsha Brady, like, oh, Davy Jones could be right here. I'm never gonna watch it. Yeah.
right?
He bled on me. I'm not.
Uh huh.
I'm putting this under wrap. I'm gonna sell it on eBay.
It's like when Elvis would have that little those little towels around his neck and he'd throw them out to the crowds and stuff.
Right.
People
Right.
would be just, oh my god, yeah,
Yeah. Oh my God! Look, there's some peanut butter on this one.
yeah.
Oh. Oh man. Yeah, man. I saw you had bad luck on Saturday. What
Yeah,
happened?
I don't know. It was like my phone wouldn't work. Well, I didn't have my tablet with me. Then my phone was just like it's crazy. I don't know if it was the internet or what. Because we didn't that night we weren't having bad weather or anything. It was just I don't know. That happened to me that one time I got on the coast to coast stream too. I was on there for about 30 minutes and it just started. It's I don't know. It's one of those deals. I'm like, well, I'll just you know just try to get on back on
Yeah.
there. Then I was like, send him a message said, hey, I'm not gonna probably get back on here. Hopefully we'll shoot for next week again. So
You're right, Papa. That's exactly it right there. He says, Trent bleeds, then he sings "fuck you like an animal." Yeah, that's about
yeah,
right.
right.
Yep. So yeah, I came in because I wanted to support both you guys. So I came rolling in and to watch a little bit of the Clint Carney show. And then I went over and did a little Bronco Juggalo.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, good. You guys have both had good interviews. Um, it was just a tough night. Sometimes that
Mhm.
happens. I
Yeah.
felt Yeah, I felt bad. I felt bad for you guys. You guys had a good guest on, but it's hard. It's hard. You guys are still getting established,
Yeah.
so it's hard to retain that crowd. So it's
Yeah.
like, but it's all right.
It's fun. It's all good.
You guys are gonna be you're gonna be back this Saturday, right?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be, and as long as everything works out, like right now it seems to be good. As long as I get the tablet, it's my wife's tablet, so and but I wasn't able to use it the other night because she was busy doing something with it. And I said that's fine. I got my phone because that's what I used to stream with, and then it was acting up. I don't know, the internet was bad or something. I don't know what was going on. This is the second time it's happened, but usually I don't have any trouble.
That's weird. It's like
Yeah.
Papa made a comment about Trent, and then I can't see it. It's not coming up on the chat.
Hmm.
Let me see. Let me type something here. Make sure it's just not me. Um,
Yeah, I have to go to a different screen to see the comments, but it doesn't let me chat. It's weird
no,
on this
no,
tablet.
there it is. Okay, there it is.
Well,
Still
maybe it
there.
is. Hold on.
Okay. Um, yeah. So, man, yeah. So we should talk a little football, man. Because I'm getting
Yeah.
Jones. I'm jonesing out. I actually saw. On the FBS schedule. I thought about you because I went over the FBS schedule site and they got Buffalo signed up to play Army and 33. I'm like, oh, that's not that far away. It's only 12 years out. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's talk
yeah,
about the game. Let's talk about it.
yeah.
I guess it was rescheduled from last year. They were
Huh.
scheduled to play Army last year, and so a lot of those teams are rescheduling.
Yeah,
So they lost the game, so now they're rescheduling.
yeah. I know
Um,
Texas. I don't think they didn't reschedule it, but they were supposed to play LSU as part of their back-to-back last year because 2 years ago they played them in Texas. Supposed to go on to LSU last year, but it was canceled. So I don't know if they're gonna try to make that up again. But they don't have them scheduled this year, so I don't know what they're gonna do. Uh oh, Patrick disappeared. Oh, okay.
Dude, it's like it's
Oh, maybe
frustrating
he's
to
having
me.
internet. Oh, you went out for a second there.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, saying I have
Huh.
guests and I have a private chat, and I'm going like, it shouldn't be any guest in there. It should just be you. But let
Yeah.
me check. I didn't. I
Well,
don't think
maybe
I
it's
set
when I
it
was
up.
trying to talk. That's what I was saying. It's weird when I. Well, no, let's see.
Okay.
When
Well,
I
yeah.
chatted on here, it doesn't let me. Maybe it was my chat that went through. It says
Oh, maybe it might have been.
I said, "Hey, everybody," but it's weird when I'm on here as a guest. I can't see. I can't chat. It's weird. It doesn't let me chat unless it's like through private chat. It's weird. I don't know. So I can see the
Um,
comments, but I can't chat with people.
yeah, it's weird.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
if you have a laptop, you should be able to do that.
Yeah, I only have a tablet, but I don't know what if it's something to do with the Apple tablet or what. I don't know.
Uh, yeah, I went over there and looked at it. I was looking at all the games and stuff. It's like it's already July. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Oh,
It's already July, and it's like, wow, 2 months and we'll be playing college ball. It's like
yeah.
line them up and play.
I know.
Um, yeah, let's fire it up. Let's get the kick. Let's get the ball going.
We
Um,
I know my team, my Longhorns. They're actually. Actually today I was looking at something. My stepson said that he was looking at it and said that they're projected as the number two offense in the country this year. I'm like, wow, okay. And one of the sites, it wasn't like of course there's a
well,
100 million of them out there that do their own predictions, but
well, there is one book I'm glad to see come back this year because it didn't get published last year,
mhm.
right? Like the one book that I always like to read for college football is Phil Steele's.
Yeah,
Phil
yeah,
Phil Steele's book is like the Bible,
yes,
And what I really love about Phil Steele's book is that he gives everybody the same amount of love.
yeah,
There's no Power Five, Group of Five. It's
right,
just
yeah, exactly.
FBS, and I totally respect him for that.
Hmm.
And every team gets the same amount of ink.
Yeah,
If,
exactly.
if you're Akron or Alabama, you're getting the same amount of love
Right.
from Phil.
That's good,
Um,
especially with.
it's expensive book though. It's like I think it's gonna be running like $15.
Yeah, I
But
remember when I haven't gotten one of those in a while, but I remember even back late '90s, early 2000s, they were 10 or 12 bucks then. So,
they're so good for the whole
hmm,
year.
yeah, oh yeah, I like getting those fantasy football books every now and then too to see the, you know,
To see what, people could probably walk in and go like, "What are they talking about? We're talking football.
right.
Yeah, we're football fans. We love football.
Hmm.
So college ball is my jam. So did you get a chance to go to the FBS site I sent you, Kevin Kelly's site?
Yeah, I did. I checked it out that one time so far. Yeah, I hadn't got back
Yeah,
on there, but yeah, it's
that's
a good one.
I love that. I love that site.
Hmm.
They got a good couple of good columnists on there. During the
Yeah,
off season, it's sort of quiet. They
yeah.
always update with new games and whatnot. They got the helmet schedules. They just put those out now.
Oh, okay.
Um, so those are really fun to look at. And then they updated the composite schedule, so that was
Oh,
good.
okay. Heck yeah. Yeah, I
Hell,
know.
I just can't wait, man.
I know it's getting close. It's what June 29th now, and it's just I mean basically 2 months, literally 2 months until the first weekend, the end
Yeah,
of August. So yeah,
we opened it up. We do week zero.
yeah,
We can play during week zero because we play Hawaii.
yeah,
No, I was glad to see that we did not add an extra game.
yes,
If you play at Hawaii, it's called the Hawaii exemption,
yes.
and if you
That's
play
that
at
travel.
Hawaii, yeah, you get an extra home game. You can
Oh,
schedule.
okay.
But you know what? I mean, I mean, what did you think about them expanding the playoffs from 4 to 12?
I like it.
You know what? I think I would like it if it was fair, but I don't
Yeah,
know. I just feel like I just feel honest, like it's going to be just more of it's just more of the, instead of four
yeah,
of the SEC and ACC, now it's
yeah.
going to be like 10, and the smaller schools are, they're still getting fucked over,
Yeah, I think my whole thing was I wish they would do. I mean, it would still get screwed over, but 8 teams would be a good idea. Either 8 or 16, or you do okay. You do your five, your major, all your major conference, even the WAC or whatever. All the champions get an automatic bid, kind of like they do in basketball, and then you can have
I
the
like
few.
that too. I like the idea of
Yeah,
that, but I would be the first to admit. I would be the first to admit that some of those championships, like the Sun Belt,
yeah,
or the Sun Belt,
mm,
or the MAC.
yeah.
Come on, honestly, do you really expect those teams to compete? I mean,
Well,
they
I
just
mean, okay, we could do like the Power Five, of course. And you could do like WAC. You give it about probably what 7, 8 conferences that could probably be legit. Maybe it's what I'm saying. And then you have your wild cards if you want to do a 16 team bracket or something. That could come from your lower tier teams that they have to have like unblemished records or something, or have like maybe one loss at the most, but they have to look at strength of schedule and everything. Then I still think four teams still aren't quite enough because there's still too much
no.
damn controversy.
But I also
But
think
still.
too they need to drop regular season games back down to 11.
I
They need
agree. Yeah, there's too many.
They
Some
need
of
to
them play
drop back
13 and
down to
14.
11. Either they need to drop it back to 11, or they need to eliminate the championship game. Because to
Yeah,
me, it's like, you know what, you're playing for. I never understood the championship game
yeah,
conference.
I know.
I never got that. It's like, you know what, you should play. You should play 9 game schedules.
Yeah,
And for one thing, play 9 games, not 8. Play 9 games league schedules,
yeah,
and then drop the championship game.
yeah,
I mean, that makes your non-league games all that much more important.
yeah. They
Make
do.
it,
Yeah,
I mean, if you drop that, um, now you get to play 9 league games, and you play three. You play three, so
yeah,
you could play 12 and
yeah.
eliminate. Because quite honestly, Justin,
Hmm.
I mean, think about this. In
Yeah.
theory, you got a team that wins. They play 12 games. They play a championship game. That's
Yes.
13. Then they're gonna be required to play what, 3 more games. So you're looking at
Yeah.
a college team
Playing
playing
about it.
15 games.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Sometimes. Yeah.
one less. That's one less than a pro team
Hmm.
regular season.
Yeah.
It's absolutely asinine. If you're really sitting there expecting these kids to be able to, all it does is when I see that, you're going like, there's no way these kids are carrying a real education load.
Oh
There's just
yeah,
no
that's
way
true.
they're carrying it.
Right.
I mean, there must be getting degrees in paper weaving, basket
Right.
weaving.
Right.
I
Well,
mean,
that's
I
what
know
they used
kids.
to do. I think a lot of them just get passed because they're playing. Oh, you play
Yeah,
sports? Okay. Well, you're football. We're just gonna let you pass. It brings me
there-
up to what
I
was
thought
his name?
I thought Texas had a master course for that.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. No, it reminds me. What was his name? Dexter Manley, I believe. When
yeah,
he played for
yeah,
Washington back in the '80s, he
yeah.
couldn't read and write when he got into the NFL.
No, it's right. I remember that.
Yeah, he was illiterate. Like
Yeah,
but they just kind of passed him through because he was such a gifted athlete, and
yeah.
that's just sad. I
How
mean, what the hell they
it
used to
is
do
that?
people like that?
It's totally wrong.
Yeah, yeah, that was wow. I couldn't believe when I read about it. It's been a while back, years ago. I read about it. I found out about it. I'm like, wow.
I don't know. Is he still with us? Or did he
Huh?
pass? I wonder if he's still with us.
I haven't heard anything about him passing. I'm not sure. I mean, he wouldn't be too terribly old now. What, maybe
No, he'd be.
around 60 or so, or late 50s,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, he was a hell of a player, wasn't he?
Yeah, Yeah, but he couldn't read or write, and he went
So
through his whole life. I mean, I believe when he got to the NFL, he finally did that. After a few years, he went and learned to do it, read and write. But when he
no,
got in
he's
there, he couldn't read and write.
yeah, he's still with us.
Hmm.
He was born in '59, so he's 62. So
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, but he is a hell of a player. But
yeah, he was.
see, on one hand, you go like he's a hell of a player. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dexter was a dream come true for
yeah,
the
saw
other
that. Yeah,
trying to play. You know
that's
what?
how they did back
Honestly,
then.
it is. Yeah, I mean, but you know what? I have to agree with that. I mean, you
Yeah.
know what? There are slave contracts, and that started
Hmm.
way back in baseball. Baseball had the
Hmm.
first slave contracts.
Right.
Even though that baseball, Major League Baseball was all white, but
Yes.
those players were all slaves.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
They
you
were
couldn't get
all
out of. You
slaves.
couldn't get away from the team that
You,
you were
there was
stuck.
I mean, you're even the greatest ball players had to carry a job in the off season.
Yeah, yeah. They weren't paid nothing.
They got shit from forgot shit. All the great players that played. Um, my wife's uncle is Charlie Gehringer,
Oh wow.
and I went and I read I saw a book that prorated what he was worth in today's market. How much
Right.
money he would. Do you know how much money that he would have made if he would
Huh.
have played today with his skill set?
How much?
He was worth $28 million a year
Oh wow.
based on
And,
his stats.
and then he had to have an off-season job
They
back
had an
then.
off season job. Yeah, they didn't make but peanuts. I mean, so
And
yeah.
I know a lot of the
Luckily,
old. Hmm.
luckily today. I mean, luckily today. Since free agency in baseball really started the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, you can go back to Andy Smithersmith to thank for that. Um, the term slave wage slowly started receding. I mean,
Right.
players today, look, no one's forcing you to
No.
sign a contract.
Exactly.
As far as back then, yeah,
Yeah. It's either
back
that
then
or you're gonna
you
be
didn't
on the
play.
streets basically. Or
Yeah, you
you're
actually
worthless.
signed up for that.
Yeah.
Um, Now a ball player doesn't have to go out there. He has options now.
Hmm.
He could play at different leagues and whatnot. If someone's paying him a little lower, he has
Yeah.
an option to go play somewhere else.
Yeah.
They also
Even not just in the major, they can go to Japan if they wanted to.
yeah,
Some of these
Japan,
players
South.
that, yeah, I mean,
Um, the NBA. I mean, the new contract for the NBA is going to see probably record amount of money. The
that's crazy
NBA,
because they get paid the most right now already.
yeah,
Those
they make
huge
some really good
contracts.
money. They make some really good money. Yeah,
Hmm.
they get the biggest
God,
guarantee.
yeah,
Pro football players, they need to have more guaranteed money.
I agree with that. Yeah, I've always agreed with that because that's and if you think about it, they're the most popular sport around. They generate
It is.
so many billions a year that they're rated way higher than any other sport in the country. But they have the worst pay scale, except unless you're a quarterback, of course. But other than that, it's yeah,
It's sort of insidious.
yeah,
It's sort of
exactly.
it's sort of insidious how they have devalued the players.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
except for the quarterback. It's it. Yeah.
right. It's like before. Now you hear them talk about like Najee Harris. When you and I are
Yes.
watching the draft. Now
Yep.
before it would be like, oh my God, that's a that's a big name. We're getting
Yes.
Now it's like, well, if you don't get a running back in the first round, you can always
It's.
find one in the third and the fourth.
Mm-hmm.
A few years ago, that wasn't it. And
Yeah.
the running back was a prime. It was a
Yeah.
prime player. I mean, it was
I
like a
think
must-have player.
up
But
until
because they
about yeah.
devalued it, they lowered the price.
Mm-hmm.
So
About 10
now,
years ago or so that started. I remember, and there was a few years where a running back wasn't even drafted in the first round. Here lately, the last few years, they've kind of made a comeback, to where they're valuable. I mean, they're still not as valuable as they used to be, but thankfully they're because, like you said, they're looking at them, and the shelf life of a running back's not really long. I think that's a lot of teams. I think, well, if we get a couple of running backs, we'll be all right. That way, we don't have to rely on one thoroughbred that's going to run him to the ground after 5 years. I don't know what their thinking is, but I don't
and now
know.
they have the two-tier contract. They have the rookie contract.
Mm-hmm.
The first 3 years was a rookie contract, and
Yeah.
then after that, and a lot of times with the estimate, what's the time for an NFL running back? Like
I
four
think it was
years,
like
4 or 5 years.
yeah, 2 to 3 years is all or something like that was
And
the average. Yeah,
Yeah, you got to be such a good player for 3 years
Yeah.
that you get a chance to find one of those big contracts,
Mm-hmm.
and even then, they're not guaranteed. They
No.
talk. Joe Smith signed $100 million deal, and you're going like, "Holy shit,
Yeah.
Eureka!" Right?
Yeah, I
But
know.
then you read between the lines, and all of a sudden, it's like, well, guaranteed money is like
Yeah,
$20.5 million.
yeah. And you
Everything
have
else
to
is all incentives or pushed down the line or anything else
and the
like
teams have an option sometimes in the last year or so of the contract to void it, or it's an option for the club to you know
pay a
so they
little,
don't have to,
instead of paying, you can either pay $12 million, or if you
yeah,
don't want to keep them, then you have to pay them $2 million
yeah.
not to sign them.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So, but back then when Dexter Manley played, contracts still were very, very, for what they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't getting paid what they were worth.
That's why back
Um,
in what 91, 92, or 93, I think when the free agency finally hit the NFL, Reggie White, the first
right.
basically like the first free agent kind of deal, and they went with the Packers, and I remember that changed everything for football, and I was glad because yeah, I mean, football player, and still like I said, it's better than it was, but now it's just quarterbacks, and then they've got the whole franchise tag, which is I don't know. I mean, I'm mixed on that. I mean, yeah, I mean, some of these players, okay, I'll make 15 million guaranteed for 1 year, but I mean, then you don't sign a contract and you break your leg and or blow your knee out, and
Yep.
I don't. So that's one of those like 50-50. I'm thinking if I was in that situation, you know what? Heck with it, I'll sign it because I'm guaranteed the top five player average at that position or something. But unless you're a quarterback, then it's not really worth it either, though. I don't think.
Yeah, you see the quarterbacks. It's interesting how we're
30
seeing
million.
quarterbacks stay around. We're starting to see them stick around more and more. It's like
Mm-hmm.
when you look around and see all the starting quarterbacks. Man, it's hard for. I mean, me being a Steeler fan,
Yeah.
man, I would have been gone 10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do. I admit it.
I don't
Ben
blame you.
Roethlisberger. I don't like the man as a human being. I mean,
No,
he's a
he's
good
a
quarterback,
scumbag.
but I don't like. He's a scum. He's a
Yeah.
rapist.
Yeah.
I don't like him. I wish he was gone.
Yeah.
It's very hard for me to get up for the Steeler game knowing that he's still quarterbacking.
Yeah.
When Mr.
Well, hopefully
Rudolph,
this will be his last season.
hopefully so.
Yeah.
We got the Steelers released David Castro though. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that, and they got somebody else. I can't remember who else
I
they
think
signed.
they signed Trey Turner.
Yeah, is that what it is? Yeah, it was another
I
guard.
think I think they let him go.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't sound like that they let DeCastro go because of injury. It
No.
sounds like they let him go because he wasn't doing the activities, the
Yeah.
OTAs.
Yeah,
So,
somebody will pick him up. That'd be a
oh,
good pickup
definitely.
for somebody. He's good.
I mean, an old lineman, a good old lineman, could play between 10 to 14 years.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
That's the good thing about a lineman. When they say, yeah, you can pencil this guy in for 10 years,
Yeah,
that
they're true.
still holds true today.
Yeah.
Good old linemen, they can still hold their weight. You don't
Yep.
see an old lineman get swapped out after every 2 or 3 years.
No.
Um, you want that longevity.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if protect your quarterback.
Yeah, especially if you have one of those franchise quarterbacks that's gonna you have long term commitment with. It's gonna be there hopefully for 10 or more years. You want that line to, and but I don't know. It's just I hate seeing that sometimes because all these quarterbacks are gonna have to start we'll always go back to Tom Brady. He never signed the biggest deal there was. He
No.
was always about team first. Make sure
Yep.
I'll take pay cuts. I'll restructure my deal to get players to come in, bring players in so we can keep the championship run. And he did that with Tampa Bay already this year. He did
No
it.
problem.
He signed last year a big contract. This year they pushed his money back a little bit further down the road so he could keep the whole team together. So I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, people
I,
need to take a cue from him.
Yeah, I mean, every year they always do the restructuring. They're always
Hmm.
restructuring the money. I mean,
Yeah,
I'll give Roethlisberger that. Roethlisberger has
yeah,
done. I mean, a lot of the superstars they restructure their contracts. That's
yeah,
what I mean. They don't have that guaranteed money. We're going to go ahead and push it down the line, push it down the
yeah.
line, and then you're right. If they get hurt or whatnot, doesn't work
Hmm.
out, then they don't get the money.
Yeah,
Like so. Um, I do think that is cool. I mean, the sacrifice. I was watching somebody on the YouTube. They were talking about Derek Jeter,
hmm.
and how they were saying how he was the worst shortstop. And he was.
Right,
And I just laughed at the guy because obviously the guy didn't know baseball. He brought out
right.
some. He brought out Saber Matrix, and it was just like, okay, yeah, yeah. Technically on paper, yeah, maybe you're right,
But
but like you said, you cannot judge
no,
intangible.
no, you
Um,
can't.
I'm watching Otani from the Angels, right? Now
Yeah.
he's got 26 home runs, and they're all applauding him and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing: Ichiro could have did that shit too.
Oh yeah, yeah. He did everything else.
Ichiro could have hit for power.
Yep.
Otani strikes out a lot. He strikes out
That's
over
what,
100. He strikes out over 100 times a year.
that's what I was say. What's
And
the strikeout rate? Yeah.
yeah, he strikes out a lot. He's hitting about in the 260s, 270
See,
range.
you can't even hit the
And,
300 mark.
right, and Ichiro was like, you know what? I'll check up on the bat.
Yeah.
I won't be so hard. I'm just going to hit.
Singles and
And
doubles
that's
and
what he
stuff like
did.
that. Yeah.
Derek Jeter is the same thing. Derek
Yes.
Jeter, could he hit for the home runs? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he could have hit a lot more home runs than he
Oh
didn't
yeah.
want to. He didn't. He played the 2 hole. His job was to set up and manufacture runs to
Yes.
get on base. He sacrificed his
Yeah.
game, but
Uh-huh.
because of that, he's got 5 rings.
Exactly.
Now, what are you telling me? What would you rather have? A guy who's hitting a little underneath what he could do as far as
Right.
power goes,
Right.
and have 5 rings, or the guy who was Mike Trout, who's sitting over there stroking long balls, and
Yeah.
he'll never win a championship.
Yeah. And his team might make playoffs a handful of times during your career. And other than that, you're going to be under 500 a lot of the other
Right.
years of your career. Yeah, I would take the
There's-
rings because Derek Jeter did everything. Like you said, he get on base, steals, RBIs, but and his gold. How many Gold Gloves did he win? So I mean, he did it in the field,
yeah.
and so yeah.
The guy brought that up. Says, "Well, the Golden Gloves are just a popularity contest." It's like, really?
Not
Wow.
really.
Well, it must be pretty popular among his peers, because I do
Yeah.
believe his peers had something to do with that.
Yeah,
And
they do.
he's also won a silver bat.
Yep.
He's won the Silver Slugger Award at his position.
Mm-hmm.
And he made Alex Rodriguez stay at third base.
Yeah.
So there
Exactly.
you
He's just as a baseball player. That's what I call them. People like that. They're just a player. They're not a power hitter. They're just a all around baseball player. And I love players like that. He might hit 12 home runs a year, but it could be an MVP candidate and win a World Series at the same time. So
go. Yeah. Well, like I said, I mean, he sacrificed his stats.
yeah.
I mean, he could have had more home runs. He could have had a lot more ribbies. He could have went inside there to Chori's office or then Girardi and said,
exactly.
"Hey, listen, I want to hit 3 every game." His stats could have went. He could have been so much more, but he knew that he was more valuable to the team by hitting in the 2 hole.
Yeah.
A lot less opportunity. Yep, a lot less opportunities to drive in runs.
Hey, he got a cool nickname too, the Captain. that's actually known as the Captain, kind of like the Babe, but he's the Captain, and he's regarded to me. I think he's one of the greatest shortstops ever to play the game.
I think so too. I mean,
I
it's all
top
about
10 at least. I mean,
are you talking about the straight defensive prowess? How many runs he said? I mean, you know what? You can sit up there and say, how many runs does he save? You don't know. You don't really know. It's only projection.
Exactly.
How like wins above replacement. What does that mean? I mean, the guy gets out there. It means you think you're gonna get another 5 more wins out of the guy because he's playing outfield instead of the other guy.
Right.
Well, how do you know that? Because look at the pitching staff. Yeah, look at the pitching staff you're rolling out. I mean, could you imagine? Look at the Orioles or the Reds.
Yeah.
You could go. I mean, talk about the WAR being the most useless staff there is.
Oh God,
yes. When you play those small parks, well, this guy he's a better WAR replacement than this guy. What does it matter when your pitching staff? The long ball hits and it's like you're watching sail and you're losing 12-2 every game.
It's not your It's exactly.
I don't
ever look into those stats like that. I hate things. I look at RBIs. How your pitchers are doing. Basically, it comes down to pitching, really. But how you're feeling. I mean, I don't that weird those analytics. I hate that stuff. Even in football, some of the analytics they get into. Oh, come on.
Yeah, I'm
stupid.
Baseball.
I don't even get it sometimes. Like, come on.
There is something I would love to see the NBA do, though. I have to admit, there is something I really like. I really like to see the NBA do, and that is, I like to see them raise the rim a foot.
Yeah, it's so easy to dunk.
Bring back basketball. I want to see basketball. I don't want to see dunks. That's why the reason I don't watch basketball.
I don't watch it much anymore either. They need to bring the 3-point line back a little bit too, I think. Because that's all they want to do now: run around and shoot threes or dunk it.
Yeah, dunking and threes.
That's all you see. Yeah, and there's not really any defense anymore.
No, the game. I mean,
you can't touch anybody without getting a foul called on.
That's the thing. That's the thing. That everything's so oriented for offense.
Yes.
That as a defensive player, you're screwed.
Hey, that's the same with football too now.
Yep. Same thing with football. I mean, you want to get one of those 50 to 49 games. That's not exciting to me. You
No,
know,
it once in a while it's okay, but I'm more like you. I'd rather if you want to. The high scoring to me is like 24-20. Okay, I'm good with that. 17-14. I like some defensive games. Once in a while, I have a high offensive team, but it's like after a while, it's boring. Unless you're in fantasy football, then that's okay. But it's like I don't. This is
you must really be in a lot of pain then. You know, if you like a defensive game, I feel sorry for you because you know
right.
Texas ain't doing that, right? You know.
Oh no. I meant as a period as a football. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
Like
'Cause I was gonna say if you're talking about the Longhorns, that
no. I want them to score
the
60 a game
Longhorns
right
and
now.
defense is very rarely seen.
No. I let them score 60 a game because they're going to need to score quite a few just to win. But no, I mean, there's a rule. I wish there was one rule they would change in the NFL. They do it in college, and that is the defensive, like the spot foul on defensive pass
Right,
interference. A lot of times,
right,
where it'll be a
right.
30-yard penalty. I'm like, come on. Because you're already hampering the defense already. They can't touch anybody without getting a penalty. At least
Yeah, it's
help them
really
out.
hard.
Just give them a 10 to 15-yard penalty, but don't give him a 30-plus yard penalty down the field because he interfered with the guy. Oh, it's a spot foul. I don't like that.
Yeah, I agree. We're gonna take a look at we're gonna take a look at old Texas's schedule because I want to talk about this schedule here. Let's see
Well,
who
they have
Texas.
Rice. They have a pretty easy non-conference schedule. I think. Yeah, I know they've got
Oh,
Rice.
in other words, you know what the SEC stands for, right?
The SEC.
Yeah, you know what that stands for, right?
Well, Southeastern Conference, but I don't know what you mean.
Oh, no. SEC stands Schedule Easy Cupcakes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Texas, you
All
know
right,
what?
Rice.
Your schedule is yeah, wow, let's
It's
see.
pretty simple. It's not that hard this year. The
Well, you know what?
pre-conference.
You got a trap game the first game though.
Yeah.
Louisiana is not going to be. You can't sleep on Louisiana.
No, but
You
I
can't sleep
mean,
on them. That's gonna be interesting.
mhm.
Those guys came to play last year. Remember, like walked inside Iowa State
Yeah.
and whipped that ass.
Yep.
And Iowa State's gonna be a top 20 team.
Iowa State's gonna be tough in conference, but yeah, I
Um,
mean, we gotta.
then you got the Razorbacks. Oh, yeah, okay. Whew, that's gonna be.
Yeah, I'm not worried about them.
Then you got Rice. Why are you guys still playing Rice? For the life of God,
They
why?
do. They stopped for a couple of years and they started playing. I don't know because it's an old Southwest Conference rival. I guess that's the only thing I can think. It's stupid. They always beat the heck out of them.
Yeah,
It's a cupcake game for sure.
I keep on forgetting that the Arkansas is not in the Big 12 anymore. They're in the SEC.
SEC, yeah.
So yeah, we whipped Arkansas a couple of years ago. That was our
Oh
first
yeah.
win. Yeah, it was our first win against the SEC.
Oh wow.
We
They're like
we
winning the
got
Super Bowl.
yeah.
I bet for you guys.
We got the quarterback. We got
Yeah.
Starkville. We got him back. He came back this year. He knows he
Oh,
knew he
okay.
didn't have it. Yeah, he didn't know. He knew he didn't have an NFL future.
Yeah.
He came back.
He's like, I better go
Um,
back.
yeah. See, you got Louisiana Cajuns,
Yeah.
Arkansas. You got at Arkansas, so that could be a little
That
stiffy.
might be the game that's maybe yeah, but
I think Louisiana is the game to watch, though.
yeah,
I think Louisiana is going to be more of a struggle than Arkansas.
might
And
be.
then
I don't know.
Rice. Oh Lord, Rice.
Yeah.
Seriously.
No, that's not. That's gonna be. It's
That,
gonna be bad.
ooh.
It'll be over at halftime.
Then you got Texas Tech at
Yeah,
home.
they're always
Uh,
tough because they're a pretty good rival now since the Aggies left. So Texas Tech's become one of their big rivals.
Um, then we got the Horned Frogs, TCU.
That'll be
Uh,
tough. TCU plays
yeah,
them tough usually too.
and then of course you got you got the Sooners, the
Yeah.
Red River game,
Mhm.
and then bounce back and play Oklahoma State. So
Oh, one second.
Oklahoma
I'll be
State.
right back. I gotta take a call real quick.
Sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're playing. We're talking football. We're talking football. People are like, "What are you guys watching?" Uh, All right. So see, that's just refreshing. See, so I bet you people come in here, they're expecting us to be talking about Halloween kills, and we're gonna surprise you guys and switch it up there and talk a little football because it's college football time and getting close to college football time, and yeah, we're excited for it. Uh, we definitely want to see some college football. Um, uh, so yeah, I know, not the most sexiest talk if you're a horror fan. Uh, but Uh, Probably won't stay on that much longer. I'm sure he's got to be thinking about going to bed soon. I don't think he's gonna think he. I don't think he's working tomorrow, but still. Um, so those who are still here for replay purposes, next Sunday we're gonna have a movie telethon for Jen Tochi. We're gonna be raising some movies for her. If you're here and you hear my voice, the sound of my voice, you want to come to my channel next Sunday at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time and bring some movies with you. Movies that you don't like, movies that you maybe got doubles of. Maybe the in-laws gave it to you, you didn't like it too much. Stuff that that isn't it's just wasting space. And Jennifer likes DVDs and VHSs. So if you got some room, you got some of those that you don't want anymore, um, come to the show, the midnight hour. We're going to ask you what you're going to offer. I'll probably have to write down a running list of seeing what you guys are offering, and then we'll ship Jennifer whatever she needs. And yeah, uh, that'll be just rocking. I think that would be really helpful for her, and shows once again the community has come together, um, which I know because I've already seen it twice. We already saw what happens with Hobbs got his. Actually, this is the fourth thing. This is the fourth time we've done something like this to help somebody out. We got Marco Horror past 500. The Super Slash Bros and the Coast to Coast guys came through. Then we got Hobbs past 1,000. Now we got David for David's Horror past 300. I am looking forward. I am looking forward to when Now It's Dark gets to be within 15. If they get up to 985, I will pull another marathon to get them that their last 15. They were at 1,000. YouTube came in and fucked them over, and now they're stuck. And it's really, really frustrating to me. No, I don't know the guys personally. I don't know them that well, but I do know that I can relate to their struggle. Um, here you go. You got 1,000. You think that you're on your way up, and then out of the blue for no apparent reason, uh, you lost. You lost your 1,000. You just were there one day. You woke up the next day, and now you're stuck underneath 1,000. And not only that, but now you're stuck at one number. Um, you're at 937. You can't get past it. I have come there many times, and there are. It's just frustrating to me. Okay, here I go. Not even. I mean, talking and already. I'm just now looking at it. Now they're at 936. It's got to be absolutely heartbreaking for these guys because they put out some amazing content. They give away some great prizes. They do some great contests. They're really funny in their videos. They are tremendous supporters. Like I said, they don't really necessarily support me, but you know what? That's all right. That's all right. Not everybody can. All I know is I see them supporting on Wild Eye Wednesdays. They are up and about. They leave a lot of good quality comments. They're active in the community. And for the life of God, I cannot figure out how this has happened to them, where they cannot go forward, um, to go back. I do I Night Watch Zone had to restart their channel, and I dare say that Night Watch will probably reach 1,000 based on what I've seen before Now It's Dark will. And they had a 937 person head start. That's just not right. I mean, it just isn't. Um, I really like to try to do an experiment to see if it's the YouTube or what. I almost tempted to do a marathon, a drive, just to see what would happen. Could we push them past 950? Just to see how far, if we could, and if YouTube would let them stay, or would YouTube come by and wipe them all out? Um, oh, okay, cool. Let me let you in.
Hey, yeah,
Uh,
it was my wife. She's away at a camp this week, so I had to take that call.
okay, no problem.
Yeah, I'm back though, so
I was
she's going
just
to bed.
talking about. I was talking about. Now it's dark.
Mm-hmm.
Those poor guys, man. If Justin, I swear to God, I don't get it, man. It sucks so hard. I mean, you're busting your hump to get over to 100, right? And
Yeah,
and it's a ball buster
it is.
to get to that first 100. But imagine how it would be to reach
Got a
that 1,000 mark
thousand and get wiped,
and then
just
fucking get wiped
erased.
out like that.
Yeah, yeah,
I just like I was just saying before you or while you were
yeah,
gone, I was sitting there
yeah,
like. Now I'm not like great friends with those guys. I
yeah,
like
yeah,
them. I won a contest from them. I
yeah,
love their channel. Those
yeah.
guys, they put out some amazing content, and they're very funny.
Right.
And they spend money on their channel. They are more than anybody else. I think. I mean, they invest a lot of money in their channel. In their
Right.
channel, not their necessarily collection, but the channel itself.
Right. Yeah.
They did those really fun cameos, people hyping them up and everything else. And and now here they got wiped out to 935, 930, 937. Now it's
Oh,
936.
yeah. I
It's just
don't.
like I am so tempted. I am so tempted. I probably would do something like this next week because I am dying to know if it's YouTube or what. You know,
Yeah.
I just want to know if we all went over there and hit get if we drove them past 950,
Right.
would YouTube let them have it
I
or
know, right? Or or knock 20 off their number or something again.
it's almost honestly, honest to God, I think I'm thinking like, what would happen if they had to start over? What if
Yeah.
they're frozen? What if
You
YouTube
almost
is
just want to
frozen?
give up at that point. I'd strongly think, what is this worth it now? I got this many subscribers. Like what happened with the Night Watch? You get up to 1,000 or so, and then all of a sudden it's gone. Like, what did I do? I didn't do.
Oh,
I didn't do nothing wrong.
I was just saying that too. I was saying based on what I'm
Yeah.
seeing, I can see Night Watch uh reaching 1,000
Right.
before Now It's Dark does. I mean, they had to start all the way over from zero.
Yes.
Now It's Dark had 937. Jim and John had 937, and
Hmm.
yet here they are at 936, and now Night's coming up to 300.
Yeah.
It's like you know what? Based on what I'm seeing,
Hmm.
it's not out of the realm of possibility that Night Watch Zone will reach
Can
a
pass them.
thousand before
Yeah.
that would be just absolutely maddening to me.
Yeah.
I and I just hope to hell that never happens to me.
Oh, I know.
That's the one thing what do they call it? Kevin called it subscriber frozen subscription.
Right.
Um, so um, I've been stuck. Oh well, I must have said something right because I just got a sub.
Oh,
Okay, thank you.
nice. Heck yeah. There you go.
Maybe it's
That's
now
always
it's dark.
nice.
Thanks, John and Jim. Yeah, since I've 264 now. Woo!
Nice. I've been
Yeah.
stuck with, and they must not be paying attention to my little old channel right now because I've been at 73 for like over a week now, and it's stayed. It hasn't dropped. And I used to be like, when I hit the 50 mark or a little over 50, I'd lose one or two, might gain one, but that hadn't happened for a while. I've been steady right now, so I'm like, okay, cool. They're not taking them away from me right now, at least.
Well, I know they still must be hitting Charles because I got Charles. I got him one during our David drive,
Cool.
um, and he lost it.
Oh,
So, but then I saw I saw his channel. He gained two and he kept them. So I saw that and I'm like, okay. So how does that work? One guy loses his sub, and another guy
right.
gains it, and it's just like, oh, it sucks so hard. It's so
Well, I
frustrating.
need to make sure. I don't know if I'm actually sub to who.
Charles,
I don't think I am. I don't know. Let me see.
Charles Cochran.
Let's see. I don't think I am.
Holy cow! How could
Yeah.
that happen? How could that happen, Big
Well,
Daddy
I've
Jim?
noticed I've subbed to some channels, and sometimes I'm not. Then I'll realize I'm not subbed to them anymore. I don't know. I'm like,
Oh, you know
what the
what?
hell happened?
That's part of it. It's part of the algorithm.
Yeah, it's
So yeah,
stupid. Like I want to sub to a
uh,
channel. I want to sub to a channel.
yeah,
The
yeah.
reason I
I know.
sub to them.
Yeah, YouTube will take that a sub away. So are you sub to him?
No, I don't think so. No. Looking.
Oh, do you want me to bring up this link?
Yeah, if you do, yeah, I'll sub.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
let me do that.
Yeah, because
We
I'm
are,
all
we are
about
about.
helping getting
Well,
people
hell,
where they should
since
be.
I'm here, I'm also, even though we only got 2 people watching, but I'm still gonna flash out now Stark shit right here because you know
Yeah,
what?
please do.
Replay.
Yes,
That's all I find myself talking now. Like I got 2 people here, but I'm going like, doesn't matter if there's 2 people because there's always replay.
exactly.
Okay, so there you go. There it is.
Okay,
There it is.
I'll
All right, let
check
me
it
go
out real
get
quick.
Charles here. Let me go get Charles. Yeah, that would be. I would be shocked
Yeah,
if you're not talking to him.
I'm not now. I am. I am now. So it should be
Oh,
9:37 now. He was at
oh,
9:36.
oh, sweet. All right, all
Yeah.
right, all right,
Heck yeah.
all right.
Cool.
All right, Charles Cochran. Charles is a really nice guy, man.
Cool.
He really is a nice guy. See if I can find him. That's what happens when you have a small channel. It's hard to find.
Yeah.
I have to go through. I have to go through somebody else's channel. See, I'm going through. I'm
I
going
have
through.
to have to do
I'm
that
going
too
through Tristan.
sometimes.
Yeah, I'm going through Tristan's channel. Well, while I'm here, I'll give him a thumbs up.
Yeah. Speaking of a contest, I finally entered David's. I thought I forgot about the Hot Wheels
Oh,
contest, so I did it today.
did you enter it?
Yeah, I entered it. Yeah, I
Oh,
just did
I want to see if you used the. Did you use the language?
Well, yeah, but I didn't do a video response. I just went ahead and just did the safe route of,
So,
I
so,
just
so,
typed my
tell me the answer to question 3.
the F or Mary F and kill, right? Yeah.
That's what
Well, let's
the F.
see.
What's the F? What do you mean by
Well, you know
F?
what I mean.
You mean friends? You mean?
Yeah, with benefits. See,
Uh-huh.
I think I
I know,
put.
but I felt that bad too. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
dude, I love this video for it, man. He's sitting there in front of that fire. I was just like,
Yeah,
oh my
it's a great
god.
video. Now I think I put out Mary Nancy, just
Okay.
because she can fight demon presence and dreams. She can fight from my life while I'm sleeping, basically. Kill or no, yeah, kill Lori, and
Uh-huh.
F Sydney.
F
I mean, I
Sydney.
don't hate
F-
Lori, but it's getting kind of old with her the whole
You know
Halloween
what?
thing. So
Everybody killed Lori.
yeah,
Everybody.
I think so. Yeah. Now,
And
if you'd
then
asked me a few years ago, I would have effed her.
we
But
F. You mean like give her some figs or?
there you go. Yeah, if that's what you want to call it. Yeah.
There's Charles League right there.
Okay.
Greetings, Willows. How are you?
Let me subscribe to
We're,
him.
yeah, we're talking
Oh,
about
he's
we're talking about the mischief that our friend David got us into with his contest.
Charles
Uh,
Cochran, right?
yeah.
Okay, cool. He's just a little bit ahead of me in subs. He's got 80, so he'll have 81 now. So
Oh, sweet.
cool.
There you
Yeah.
go. I don't know how
Uh,
you guys are sub though. You guys see
I
each other all the time in our
I don't
stream.
know. I just probably don't
Okay.
even realize it sometimes.
Oh, thank you so much, Willows. Have you hold on. Before you go, let me go drag you up and put your link up so you can connect with Big Daddy J here. Yeah, because
AKA Justin. If you want
yes,
to.
that's right.
Cool.
Willows is one of the guys, guys. Willows is one of the people that I connected with off of Tuber Chat,
Oh, cool.
which I saw that Steven is popped up and that popped up
Nice.
over there. Yeah, it's something you might want to think about if you
Okay.
want to. It's really interesting. It's a growth channel.
Uh huh.
Uh, I got very little luck from this. I only got a handful of I only got a handful. Like I got Willows here. Um, I got there's a few people who I'm connected to,
Cool.
but a lot of those people I lost. Here
Uh,
is Willows. Willows. I'm not sure if it's Willow or Willows. I'm saying Willows, but there you go here.
all right.
And then you guys can go over there and connect.
Cool.
Yay!
Let's see here. All
Uh,
right, yeah. Actually, they're at 706, so 707 now. They're approaching some, not too
yeah.
far away from hitting that
Yes,
800.
Willis is starting to spell the 1,000 mark. I think when you get to
Nice.
I think when you get to about 850, I think that's when you start feeling it. Like, you know what?
Yeah, I bet.
I can see that.
Well, see, Cody H&S, he'll be approaching that pretty. He's over 800 right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
See, he got pushed by let's see. Yeah, you should grab them first so that they stay. Oh, I'm already, I'm already connected with everybody.
Hmm.
Yep, I'm already connected with everybody I talk about when I bring up
Yep.
their
Nice.
whenever I bring up their
All
links.
right. Thank you,
I
Charles. Awesome. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much,
Oh wow, all right.
Charles.
See, I thought you guys had already been connected
No,
though.
I
I was like, what?
sometimes that happen. I'm thinking, then I look back like I'm not connected to this certain channel. Well, I thought I was, or but I have subscribed, connected with channels before, and then I might look around and you sub list who your sub to still, and sometimes they're gone. I'm like, what the hell happened? I know I'll
Uh,
sub to them because
yeah,
good old
Willis
YouTube for you.
Has a nice channel.
Cool. Check them out.
Yep. So as you can see, they do handmade greeting cards, arts, crafts, and life events.
Cool.
Yeah, some beautiful stuff. I mean, I wish I was creative like this. I'm not though.
All right.
Face it,
Yeah.
let's just face it. I'm good at buying it. You know, if they can create it. I'm good at
Yes.
buying it. That's what I'm good for.
There's a few things I can do pretty well, but yeah, I'm like you. I mean, I can't like I'm not an artist. I mean, I write songs, poems, this and that. I've always been a pretty good songwriter, but and I can sing and I can make hot sauce. Other than that, I mean, I'm
Uh,
a decent cook, but yeah, I
oh, from
just
your
stay in
other
my
channel.
wheelhouse.
You mean from your other channel?
Hmm?
You could have reached your really?
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's the problem with the growth. This is my
Oh
thing.
wow.
When I do the growth streams, I have really bad luck there. I do. That's why I go in there and I hang out with tuber chat, but I really never really engage anybody as far as connecting or leave because it never works. I mean, it never
Right.
does. It's very rare that they stay, and
Do
a
you have
lot
a
of
lot of
times
big channels that are on that Tuber chat when you're talking to them?
they're all just like us. There's a
Oh,
lot.
okay. Okay.
One of the things I try to do is I actually try to look for the people that have 100 or less.
Yes.
I feel like, and I always try to look for public subscribers, um,
Yes.
because the ones that are public, I can actually see if they actually have me.
Yes.
That's the biggest problem is going there and not finding out if someone actually really sub. And I know
Yeah.
that happened to me at Tuber Chat, and I've talked to this Kevin before. I saw a lot of people connect to me, and I go connect to them, and then they drop me.
Oh wow.
Um, uh, let's see. Papa says he's
Yeah.
great at a lot of things, but most of
I'm
those
looking.
things can be discussed on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm looking at the comments on my phone because I can't do it on my tablet. I can interact with my phone. I just saw that too.
Uh, oh wait, I'm gonna do the other one because that deserves this one. I love this. I was saying this before how there's so many folks with so many cute things that I absolutely love. Like I'll do this right here. I'll say like every time we see Papa, we always gotta go
Ears alert.
ears alert, and then you always know, and then he'll come back with Boing,
Okay.
with Rick USX, it's his long name, super long name, like Rick, and then
Yeah.
it'll be Cheetah, Sean, Horror Corner. Uh, I see that I can see Reboing.
Yeah.
I absolutely
Reboing.
love it. I absolutely love it, man. It
That's
just
cool.
makes it's so much fun.
Oh yeah.
I wish I had a
Definitely.
thing like that. I do. I got a
Yeah.
cheetah, but it's like, but I don't have a calling card. I don't have like something
Yeah.
really. I don't have something like that. Of course, I'm
Yeah.
not a rabbit either. That's Papa's
Yeah.
got that over me, but Papa's a rabbit, so he's got that on me. So I
I
do
don't
have
really.
a cheetah. You got a
Yeah.
Cheeto.
Yeah. Cheeto and a Garfield. Yeah.
Where are your boys at?
See. Garfield. I don't know. Well, actually, I think
Oh,
they're all downstairs. I believe. Yeah.
you know what? I need to do Papa. I should do that. Let's see if I could do that.
Yeah.
See
I'm
if
actually hopefully within the next probably 2 weeks I'm going to be announcing a contest. So for
Oh
my
yeah,
channel, my
what's your
road to 100. Trying to get to 100. So I'll be probably the week after next. That's when I'm targeting to announce it, to do a video for it. So
see if I can see Papa is hard to find because there's so many Papas, and so it's like it's hard as hell. Um, and I don't. Papa, could you drop a comment on my last video? The Meredith Muller, the Meredith Muller one. Could you drop me a comment on there? I want to be able to go and find your page and bring it up earlier. The amateur porn you did in 2006 as art. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Aren't porn star artists, I guess. I don't know. I don't you know, I don't know. I you know what? You know what? It's funny. I tell you, it was funny. Like, see, I'm married, right? I'm
Mhm.
married, and I mean,
Yep.
even though I don't have my wife, I still consider myself
Yes,
married.
definitely. Yeah. That's
So so my friend and he's talking about, I don't know how this brought up, but he mentioned this actress named Brandy Love, and I'm like, I don't know who that is. Who the hell is Brandy Love? He goes, you don't know
yeah.
who Brandy Love is? I'm like, fuck no, I don't. Well, you should. She's from Michigan. I'm like, okay, that may be good, but I'd never heard of her.
Yeah.
He says, don't you ever go to Pornhub? I'm like, what's a Pornhub? He goes, you don't. You wait a minute. You telling me? I don't know what a Pornhub is. I don't. Um, all I know is that all porn sites are all blocked off and they cost money.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, you definitely have not been on the internet. I said, you haven't. I said, no, I guess I have not. So he says, well, you have to go to this website called Pornhub. I said, what is a Pornhub? He's saying that. It's only
Right.
one of the biggest websites. And I'm like, okay, one,
Yeah.
why do you know about Pornhub? Because your ass is married too. But
Right.
where are you
Yeah.
looking on Pornhub? And then he says, well, go look at Brandy Love and can come back to me. So okay,
You went and
so
checked it
yeah,
out.
I was just like, I'm
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
okay, I have no idea any of these people are, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, no idea. Okay, so then I go back and look at going like, okay, so what am I looking for? I tell him, I said, okay, what am I looking for?
Yeah.
And then he says something or another. I was just like, okay. Then I go like, okay, that's okay. Now that I know about it,
Yeah.
that's all I need to know.
Yeah.
I don't need to know anything more.
Right. Yeah.
God, that was weird. That was a weird as hell. I'm like, he goes, I can't believe that. Well, like, what do you mean you can't believe it? I'm married. Who the hell
Right.
who does that? Who does that?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
funny.
Papa says, "Cheese Patrick. Most people on Pornhub are married."
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I saw that. Brandy Love is married. And and the thing that cracked me up. She's also a dyed in the wool Republican. I'm going like, holy shit! How do you do that? I
Right.
mean, yeah, how do you go ahead? They don't like people like you. Well, that's what they say. They say it in front of their church, but then they go home and it's a whole different conversation. Let's say they say Jesus in church, and they go home and go like Jesus. They say it in a whole different way. Um, well, now I'm getting see now. Papa's actually showing me. He's sharing some knowledge. Okay, okay. I don't know how do we get from Longhorn football to this? I don't know. Uh, yeah,
The
but
beauty of live streaming.
yeah, if you could, yeah, live, you can go everywhere.
Yeah.
But the reason I just want to see your link pop up because I want to share it so people can go over there and connect with you because everybody should have a real life rabbit in their life. See, those that's another thing too. See, it's like I thought Playboy disappeared. Like like who? Oh, that's what it was. That's what we were talking about. We're talking about Charisma Carpenter. Yeah, we're doing our witches and warlocks episode, and we're talking about Charisma Carpenter, and they're like, "Oh yeah, she did a Playboy." I'm like, "She what?" And
Like,
she
I
did
didn't know
what?
that. Yeah.
Really? I had no idea. I had no idea. I went, really? I didn't. I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah." I'm like, oh, "Okay." I tells you that my marriage is really good because I have no idea any of this
Yeah.
shit. Thank
Heck
you very
yeah.
much. Let's see. When I used to sing back in choir, you wouldn't believe the conversation that I hear.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Choir. That's some of the worst. I was in choir for a year in high school. I'm like, wow. Yeah.
yeah. Somehow I don't think I think hitting that right F had a
Yeah.
whole new meaning for you back then. Yeah, I told David, I said I'm so happy that for your you hit 300. I can't
Yeah.
wait to hear. I want you to hit 400 so we can see the next set of questions you bring
No
to the
kidding,
party.
man.
Yeah, yeah, that was just some spiciness, man. I was just
Yeah.
sitting there. Okay, I'm gonna go in the spirit of it and have some fun with it because
Uh.
David. So I'm sitting there going like, one, I don't know why, but I just kept thinking, going like, I just want to know, was his wife standing next to him when he's answering these questions?
Exactly. Like, man.
Why do I got the impression that Why do I get the impression she was actually holding the camera? Or she was stoking the flames behind him.
Maybe she came up with the questions. Who knows?
Yeah,
You never
you
know.
know what? I didn't even think about that. Maybe she. And then the last question was the one that got me the most. Is he had all those horror icons, and I'm going like, all right, you got all these people here, but you forgot the most important one. Actually, he forgot two. He actually forgot two. I thought for sure David would have put Sam and Art the Clown.
Oh
He
yeah, Art
got
the Clown for
yeah,
sure. Yeah, but yeah,
yeah.
Sam. Yeah.
I thought for sure he would have got rid of Pennywise because you can only have one clown,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought for sure he got rid of Pennywise and put Art the Clown there, and then
Yeah.
I thought for sure he would have got rid of Hannibal Lecter.
Well, yeah, but that's his boy. That's his favorite movie, though. So
Yeah,
I
but
think it's why. Yeah.
Sam. I mean, honestly, I like Hannibal, but really against
Yeah.
Sam,
Yeah. Right. I know.
like I eat his liver with a lava beans and a Shantae.
Yeah.
Okay, why you're doing that? Sam's scooping your ass up in that bird-like bag. Is what he's doing.
Right.
Who turned the
Chewing
lights?
on his sucker.
Wait a minute. Who turned out the lights? That would be Sam.
Yeah.
So I'm going like, I can't believe there's no Sam here. And then I thought about it more. Going, I can't believe there's no Art the Clown here.
Right.
Because I think Art the Clown's is jammed though too.
Yeah.
Art's is jammed too.
Yeah,
So
Art's not bad. I'm kind of curious to see part two. I like the first Terrifier, but I'm not like a huge, I guess a huge fan of it. I liked it, but I don't.
I'm
But it's
sorry,
not
you can't be all that scary when you use a gun.
exactly right. I know.
For a horror icon,
Yeah.
using a gun, anybody could
That's the
use a
last
gun.
thing. Yeah, that's the last thing you want as a horror icon as a gun and be like, well, that's easy.
I mean, Wolf Creek. I don't look at
Mhm.
Wolf Creek necessarily as horror as I do as a crime drama.
Right. Right.
It's like a crime drama. It's like
Mhm.
it's like a serial killer.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't see it. And it's
Yeah.
based in that's all. I mean, I like it. I'm going like, it's more like crime drama.
Yeah.
Um,
I like my horror more based in like unreal. Not so much in reality. you know.
uh, Papa says the only thing he liked about Hannibal was how kind and well mannered he was before he gutted his victims. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. He was very kind.
Very
He was very
articulate.
kind to Will Graham before he
Mhm.
gutted him open. Hmm. Speaking of this, so Hannibal ran for 3 years, right?
Mhm.
Mads Mikkelsen is Hannibal, badass, everything else, right? Perfect
Mhm.
Hannibal, good series, So it lasted 3 years and they canceled it. Okay, they canceled it. And you're thinking, well, like, well, that's 3 years of Hannibal Lecter himself, right?
Yeah.
So I just like to know who the hell, really, 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 really like to know who the hell okayed Clarice. It's like, why would you order that series
Yeah.
based on already the most infamous character in the whole damn series is
Yeah.
Hannibal Lecter, and he couldn't do it. He couldn't, ratings wise, his show didn't work.
Well,
Um,
didn't I
you know,
didn't watch Clarice, but didn't they couldn't even mention the Hannibal character's name in that show because some kind
I
of
don't
rights
know.
issue? That's
Well,
what I
maybe
heard.
so.
They could they
All I know is like it was a totally pointless show.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it's like no one's gonna watch this show
No.
because look, they didn't watch. According to you, they didn't watch Hannibal.
Mhm.
Okay, so if they
Yeah.
didn't watch Hannibal, why are they gonna watch you when you
Clarice,
can't
yeah.
even bring Hannibal?
Yeah, you
You know,
can't. I'm pretty sure almost 100% that they couldn't use the name of Hannibal in that show for some reason or another, some rights issue, some kind of I don't know, but they were like it's a Science of the Lamb spinoff show, but you can't even you can kind of allude to him without his not saying his name. I think they could talk about Buffalo Bill in it, I think, but they couldn't use Hannibal or something. It's weird. I don't know. I never watched it, so
so yeah,
didn't care
well,
to.
no. One other thing is nobody else did either because
Yeah,
it got canceled after the first season.
yeah.
I'm just thinking of like who made money? Who paid? I mean, someone got paid for making this movie. How is it they got paid for putting? I got a great idea.
Yeah, let's do
Let's
Clarice.
do a show about Clarice. But we can't talk about Hannibal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna go over
So
well.
So wow, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. That went over like a lead balloon.
Yeah.
But network TV is on the way out anyway.
It is. It's all about the
Yeah,
streaming now
yeah.
for
I
TV
mean,
shows.
it really is. It's gonna be out sooner than later.
Mm-hmm.
Uh
I think so too. I mean, the
oh,
only thing I
sweet.
watched. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna dash over to my other channel. I'm gonna dash to my channel here so I can go over there and grab Papa's link so I can share them out and
Oh, cool.
make sure that you're hopefully you guys are connected. If not, you will be.
Yeah, definitely. Get back on my phone. I can do it quicker off my phone that way.
Oh, that's all right. Awesome. Because
Cool.
like I said, you gotta be connected to Papa. And don't forget to put the bell up too. And be real
Oh
careful
yeah.
about that because
Yeah.
YouTube, speaking of YouTube shenanigans,
Mm-hmm.
they don't give me the bells up when Papa posts.
Oh wow.
But, yeah, it really frustrates me.
I think that happens to
Um,
my channel too a lot
yeah,
with people. They don't know that I'm posting. They've put the bell but they've said, yeah, I didn't realize you did this, or I'm like, yeah, well, that's probably YouTube not letting people know.
yep. So there's Papa right there. So now you can go over there and see if you
Okay,
connected with
cool.
him or
I
not. And
connect with him.
don't forget to watch a video more than 3 minutes
Yeah,
long. And don't forget
definitely.
to leave a comment.
Well, he's up to 303 now.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And now every time you see him, now
Yeah.
you know what to do, right? When you see Papa, what do you do?
Oh, boing or the rabbit ears.
No, no, no. You gotta do ears alert.
Oh, it's
Ears
right. Ears
alert.
alert. That's right. I'm sorry. Yeah, he
Yeah,
does the boing
there's a-
and
yeah, he
okay. Yeah,
does
yeah.
the boy.
I'm learning.
Yeah,
Okay, ears alert. Got you.
yeah. And yep, here you go. So bless my cottontail, thank you. So there you go.
Cool.
Man, see, I have nobody really watching this stream. This stream is like a DOA, which is really weird because this is like one of the earliest times I've ever gone online.
Oh yeah.
The earliest times I've
Well,
ever gone
yeah.
online, and nobody's here. I
It's
go up,
showing 4 on
I
mine
go,
though right now. So
huh?
it's
Yeah,
showing 4 in here right now. So it was just 2 a second
most
ago.
of the time when I'm up in the morning though,
Yeah.
like when I'm up like 3:30 to 4 o'clock in the morning,
Uh huh.
I have like 8 or 9 in here,
Yeah.
and then it gets more as the day goes on. But it's
Maybe
not
it's
that.
me.
Yeah, it's not that late. I mean, I went up at about a little after 11, so I'm thinking, okay, uh, you know, see, I want to make sure. I
Yeah.
don't
No.
think.
No problem, Papa. Not a problem.
Okay, I'm gonna see. Let's see.
Maybe it's me because a lot of my streams here lately, I get 1 or 2 usually.
Wow. Okay. All right, there it is. Sweet. All right. So, well, we talked about Texas schedule. So let me go back and bring up the real team that we're talking about here because it's important because this is San Jose State,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you what a real schedule is like. Let me
They're
tell you.
gonna.
I mean, you guys got Rice. I mean, yeah,
They're gonna.
we might be playing an SCC team,
You think
but
I might?
I think Southern Utah could handle Rice.
Yeah. Think San
So
Jose's gonna crack the top 50 or in the rankings this year?
look at you talking some shit. I see how this is gonna go. I see how this is top 50. All right,
Well, we'll be flirting with the top 10 for sure.
all right. Well, that's fair.
Hey, I'm giving you top 50. I could have said top 75 or something, but
Dig that hole. Let's see. Okay, so our schedule. Okay, our schedule. We're at home against Southern Utah, the
okay.
tough SEC team.
Mhm.
Plays out of the Big Sky,
Yeah.
and then we go to USC Trojans.
Okay, there's your tough one. Yeah.
That right there beats anybody on your schedule except for Oklahoma.
Well, yeah, or I'd give Iowa State also tough.
I think the Trojans will whip that Cyclone ass.
Think so? Maybe.
And then then we're at Hawaii. That's our first league game.
Oh, that ain't tough.
And then, yeah. then we bounce. Then we take another road trip the next week, and we come out here to Western Michigan to play Western Michigan and Kalamazoo. Okay. Well, I don't. You know what though? Well, you guys got Arkansas, so
yeah.
we got 2 cupcakes too. We got New Mexico State.
Yeah. But
So
does New Mexico State look at San Jose State as a cupcake also, or what? I don't know.
we New Mexico State is everybody's cupcake.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Texas plays them sometimes too. Yeah, it's.
Yeah,
I always count that as a win.
so then we go to Colorado State.
Okay, they're
They're
tough.
rebuilding. San Diego State, they'll be better this year.
Okay.
Brady Hoke's back, and then we can play at the Rebels with Marcus Arroyo. He'll have a much better team this year.
Okay.
Then we're at home against Wyoming. We had to go through we have to go through Nevada.
Huh.
That's gonna be tough. Then we got Utah State. I don't know what they're gonna be. They're gonna be a flux. I think we
Yeah.
can get them this year, and then we play the Mutts, Fresno State.
Oh,
We
Bulldogs, the
don't
Mutts. I got you.
we get the Mutts. We don't get Boise State until the championship game.
Okay.
Like that, like how I said that, right?
Yeah, until the championship. That's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, see.
we'll see him there again.
Uh-huh.
So our schedule is okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. But our upcoming schedules though,
Mhm.
woo, worthy. I mean,
Yeah.
we play some brutal teams. Our athletic director has put us, like we got USC this year.
Mhm.
Next year we're at Auburn.
Ooh, okay.
2023 at Ohio State. 2024 back at USC.
Okay.
2025 at Texas.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah,
4 years.
2026 Penn State.
Ooh.
So yeah,
That'll be a cupcake. 4 years for Texas. Heck yeah. I like that.
oh,
Man,
oh
you got to
yeah,
remember this. 4 years, we got to do a stream before
oh
that game.
oh that's rough. That's rough. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. That's funny. Okay. You know what? So you guys got bumped off each other. Big Daddy, I
Huh.
actually was subscribed to you. I
Yeah.
did that when you did your
Oh,
tobacco.
okay. Yeah. See, I,
Wow.
I hate that.
Yeah, YouTube gets on my nerves
Yeah, because
too,
I'll lose
man.
them. That
Yeah,
sucks. Well, thank you for resubscribing again.
that
Golly.
really, yeah. Man,
I'm
this is
trying to.
brutal. That's brutal. I absolutely hate it.
Stupid.
This 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 just go to hell. Um.
Yeah.
So that's we're gonna be in tough. We got some tough teams.
Yeah.
Uh, if our coach stays, if our coach actually stays, he signed a new 3-year deal.
Nice. Okay.
If he actually stays, and they get some recruiting going, then we might be more competitive than not. I mean,
Right.
that's the thing. I mean, that's the reason why teams like San Jose State, they never sustain excellence, is because they're always changing coaches. Because a lot of
Right.
times they see the job as a stepping stone.
Yep.
Brent Brennan. I mean, as soon as the Arizona job came open, everybody's sitting there how that's where he was going to go,
Right.
and for once, San Jose State, they actually went out there and said, "Listen, we really want you to stay here, and we want to give you an extension,
Mm-hmm.
and if you stay here." So he actually stayed. So
Oh, okay.
it'll be very interesting to see what happened.
Huh.
I know that last year's recruiting class was very light. There was a very light. In fact, there was hard. I don't think he even signed anybody.
Oh,
They
wow.
had the early signing period, and then you had the February signing period. I don't think they
Yeah.
signed anybody in the February signing period. They're
Huh.
counting on all the players that were there last year, all the seniors that are
Right.
coming back. They're counting on that.
Yeah. Well, they got this. Looks like like you said, like experience. Hopefully, they'll carry them for this season at least.
I think if we can get by, honestly, I think we can handle. I think we can get a couple of tailbacks to actually really play.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. We have not been able to really run the ball that well. We got really lucky last year, and Nevin showed up at the right time.
Right.
So I mean, we really got fortunate for that. But if we get a couple of tailbacks that can actually run the ball,
Yeah.
we'll be very tough. We'll be very tough.
Well, see, that's what
Um,
Texas has. We have a couple of running backs that are tough. That one's Rayshawn. I think his name's Rayshawn Johnson, and then or Rayshawn something. But then we've got a guy that some people picked as a Heisman candidate this year. His name's Bjorn Johnson, I believe. And I didn't realize he was going to be. I mean, he was like a freshman, I think, last year. He was just. I think he had about close to 1,000 yards rushing, but he's something. He's good.
The transfer portal is going to kill the sport.
Oh God, yeah.
Them taking away the year to sit out.
Have to sit out here. Yeah, I know. Anybody can say, "Oh, I don't like this team. I'm gonna go
You talk
somewhere
about
else."
teams. You talk about You talk about and you already know that all that's going to prove is just exactly what we talked about before. Those kids are not studying at all. They're not getting degrees. You know how hard.
Hell
You know
no,
how
no, they're
hard it
not.
would be.
It's just like
You know how
free
hard it would
agency.
be. Yeah, you know how hard it would be to actually transfer from one class to another, one school to
Yeah.
another. Because no school teaches anything the same way twice. You know, they don't.
No, no.
I'm taking I'm an English lit. All right. Well,
Yeah.
let me tell you, that teacher over there is teaching a whole lot different from what you learned.
Exactly.
And you just have to come in there and learn that while you're carrying a full load and
Uh-huh.
playing football. Yeah,
Yeah, that's not happening.
you're gonna get that University of Texas degree.
Yeah.
You know what that's good for, right? It's good to kiss all the barbecue sauce that could jump it up.
Hey, we know how to do barbecue down here though. Hey.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't know if John's going to handle us, Justin. I don't think
Right.
he can handle us. I don't.
I bet he
I.
could.
You think he can handle our smack talk?
I bet he could put some smack down, especially for his Raiders.
I don't know, man. I tried a couple of times, man, and I got the feeling that he was like, I just came off said a couple of things just
Yeah.
for fun. Like I said, I just have to keep off. I have to keep my form in off season. He's like, you're funny. I'm like, oh, I don't think he thought I was funny. I think he was like, I didn't get on him. I didn't tell him what John doesn't know. That if
Yeah.
he listens to this, the Raiders, man, they were actually the one team I hated the most. I mean, the
Oh yeah.
Raiders and Steelers. See, the Raiders and Steelers during the '70s and early
Oh
'80s.
God, yeah, yeah.
That was the shit. That was the rivalry.
Yeah.
Before they started doing the rotating divisions, and
Yeah.
man,
Well, oh yeah, yeah. Well, the
that
immaculate
was
reception that happened against the Raiders.
yeah. I mean, the Raiders and the Steelers. That was actually the Super Bowl. That
Right.
was like so I don't have a lot of fondness for the Raiders. So I mean I like talking a little shit now and here and there,
Yeah. Oh
but
yeah.
I don't think he was expecting that.
He's like,
Wait
wait, what?
a minute, I thought you were a Steeler fan. Yeah, why are you talking shit about the Raiders? I'm old. I'm old, or you're too young. Because
Right.
trust me, if you knew the answer to the question, if you look in the '70s, you know the answer. I'm a '70s kid. Yeah. So I remember all those games. So but yeah, I hope that we're able to do a couple of streams.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
I think the least we could do is we could do the forecast.
Yeah, like the preview of the season kind of deal. Yeah.
I say we could do like 10 college games.
Yeah.
Spartans, Longhorns, and 8 other games.
Yeah.
And then we do the pro games.
Yeah.
And then yeah, that'll be good.
I think it'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, we can do an announcement maybe sometime in August.
Yeah,
we'll set it up somewhere.
Like the first week of August, we'll sit there and say we'll announce it. Then we're gonna say we're gonna start doing our picks, and yeah, you can come on and check. John did pretty well with his.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I started doing them during the playoffs last year. That was when I
started. But I think we should do the points though. See, he was just picking them. I think we should do points. We should do the points because that makes it more interesting.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I think so. That'd be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Well, I see 4 people watching this. I'm going like, I hope they're not standing outside going like, are these guys going to talk football again?
Right. Yeah. Well, this is just like a little sample of what we'll be doing on an actual football stream, I guess.
Look at the L.A., Oakland, L.A., Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I think they're going to stay in Las Vegas for a while. They got that new stadium there, so they're going to be there a while.
You know what you used to say, right? You say how do you stop it? How do you stop the Raiders from crossing the goal line?
Move their team to the different city or what?
No, man. Put a bar of soap on the goal line.
They're fans like a prison joke.
Oh man, their fans are so they call it the black hole. Well,
Uh-huh.
they weren't kidding because believe me, I mean, what do you call 50,000 Raider fans? A full set of teeth. I'm telling you, right there.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. Now you need that drum roll, like a joke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because Raider fans are just they're like the most obnoxious, know the least. They know nothing. I mean, they don't. I mean, at least I know John probably knows some stuff. I mean, John's probably a diehard fan, so he probably will tell us everything. Kenny Stabler,
Oh
Cliff
yeah.
Branch, Fred Blitnikoff, that sort of thing.
Jim
Uh,
Plunkett
uh, Jim Plunkett, yep, Jim Plunkett,
from the
Marcus
early '80s. Yep.
Allen,
Hmm.
um, Lyle Alzado, Ted Hendricks,
Oh
uh,
yeah. Casper,
Jack
Dave
Tatum. Jack
Casper.
Tatum. Oh, I hated Jack Tatum. Jack Tatum was the. Ooh, I hated that motherfucker. That guy. He was the dirtiest player. He's the one. He's the one that crippled Daryl Stingley. That was
Yeah.
horrible. Uh, he never once said anything to Daryl Stingley after he crippled him, right? And I read Daryl Stingley's book. Um,
Huh?
uh, and when Daryl Stingley, after he was in the hospital, and what he was in a halo, right? That's where they put
Yeah.
that big old piece in. And when he woke up, guess who was in the room and had been in the room for hours, like a day? John Madden. John Madden. John Madden
Yeah.
was sitting in the chair, and he had been crying. In fact, that's one of the reasons why John
Yeah.
Madden retired because of that. He retired because of that
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Because he
just
only
didn't
coached
have
for
it.
10 seasons. Yeah.
Yeah. After that with Daryl Stingley, that just ruined him. And
Yeah.
as far as coaching goes, and he left. He left the game. Uh,
Yep.
Became a great color announcer. So yeah, but yeah, he was. Tatum never went and saw Daryl Stingley, and
Right.
John Madden was there all the way.
Right.
So
Yeah. That
I
was
always
a
loved
sad
John Madden.
situation.
I'll never talk shit
Madden.
about John.
Yeah. No, I
Uh,
loved him as
yeah, I
commentator.
love that.
Growing up, listening to him as a commentator.
I just loved him as a person. You know.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
His
that's
his
what you
health. He's
Papa
not doing
Papa
too good
saying.
now. He's got pretty bad health right now, I believe.
He never flew. He didn't like
No.
flying. He was
Nope.
terrified of it. So
Yep.
that's
He
why he
always
had
took
the
his
Winnebago.
the Outback Cruiser they called it because the Outback
Yeah,
Steakhouse
the
sponsored
Madden
his
Cruiser.
cruiser.
Yep, the Madden Cruiser. Yep, and he just tried from getting the schedule to schedule.
Yep.
Yeah, John Madden's a great human being.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Papa said. Yep.
definitely is.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
I
I
mean,
like playing
I'm
this
one of
video
those
game.
guys that I can not like a team, but I still can like some of the players on the team. For
Oh
what they
yeah.
are.
Yeah. I agree.
John Madden is just like it's like holy cow. That's the guy
Hmm.
who I mean, him and Chuck Noll when they went at it, fuck, just magic. Straight magic.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
Uh,
Now we got shit. Who we got? John Gruden and Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin, man, he frustrates me as a coach, man. I just last year, I mean, he had such a
yeah.
good team, and he's like there we had no running game at all, and it's like, dude,
Hmm.
can't you sit? Can you not get dropped? Can you not go pick up some running backs?
Yeah,
I mean, can you not pick up some running backs? I mean, come on. I
I
mean,
know.
no, he's like he had the same people in the running backs room, and it's like, dude, I'm 5'8", fluffy. I still could fall forward and gain more yards
Yeah.
than half your tailbacks did last year in a 3rd and 1. I feel like I could fall forward and have at least 50% chance of success of getting the first down versus
Exactly.
versus the Steelers running back.
I,
Man,
he's he's got a big ego, I think, Mike Tomlin.
yeah, and he really shouldn't. He
No.
really shouldn't have that ego. It's easy to be a genius when you're 10-0,
Exactly. Yeah.
but it's hard to be a coach.
Uh
You
huh.
know, you could, was when you're not 10-0. Here
Yep.
you go. I mean, the way they played, the way they went in the playoffs, and the way
Hmm.
they got that ass whipped against the Browns.
Yeah.
It was just like
Dude. Yeah.
I'll give the Steelers credit. They never quit. I
No.
mean, the Browns had to earn that game.
Yeah.
You think you're up 28-0 and you're on cruise control,
Uh
and the
huh.
school said, not so fast, my friend.
Right.
You're gonna have to keep going. Um, and you know what, and that tires you out. That hurt the Browns. They had to play the whole game,
Hmm.
and then they had to go play next week, and then they got whipped. So it's an effect. It's a cause and
Yeah, it is.
effect.
Yeah, yeah. It's growing phases too for these teams. The Browns hadn't done nothing forever, and they got to taste the playoffs for the first time in forever. And they got that win, and then but
It'll be
they
tough.
actually play the Chiefs a little bit tougher than I thought they would. They
Yeah,
when
they
they
played the
knocked
Chiefs
Pat
pretty good.
Mahomes out, they had a chance. They were like 5 points down, but then Henney
Yeah,
came in there
but
and saved the day for them.
the NFL did not want the Browns there. They
Oh
wanted the
hell
Kansas
no, they
City.
didn't. No.
Like you going back. The final four teams I see this year
Mm-hmm.
for the Super Bowl. It's gonna be Tampa. Tampa will be there. Will be
Yep.
one.
Yep.
My pick for the second team that might make it there will be the Redskins.
Oh wow.
The AFC is going to be what I said the last 2 years. It's going to be the
Uh-huh.
Kansas City, and it's going to be Baltimore. It's going to be
I'm
Baltimore and
gonna say
Kansas City.
I'm gonna say Buffalo and the Colts this year in the AFC.
You think so? I mean, yeah, Buffalo
Watch
could.
out for the Colts.
If the Buffalo, yeah, it could be. But, I mean, you're right. Buffalo could actually, they could actually, they could actually take Baltimore's spot.
Yeah.
They could. Though I do think that your division could be much improved, though, much
Oh, it
improved. And
is.
I think
Miami's gonna be tough. They're almost a
Mac
playoff
Jones.
team last year.
I definitely think Mac Jones will probably be sliding over, taking over probably by
First part of October,
you know
middle of
what though?
October at the
I'm not
most.
so sure. I really don't believe Belichick will do that. I think Belichick is going to sit him down and tell him to watch and learn. And I do think Cam will play the whole year. And then I do see Tomlin or I do see Belichick getting Jones in some games, but only if they're winning big. Uh, I don't see him putting
Mm-hmm.
Jones in when they're losing big. There's nothing to be gained by putting a
I don't
rookie
either.
in there. Lose if you're losing
No,
40-7, don't put him in there because all they're doing is just teeing
exactly. I
off.
agree.
When you're
Hey,
playing,
I'm
when you're
gonna.
up 40,
Yeah,
go ahead.
I'm gonna switch to my phone real quick because my
Sure.
tablet's almost. I just realized it's at 1%. I'll just switch over to my phone and join real quick again. Let me just do
All right.
that. All right, cool.
Papa, who's your favorite team? Who's your favorite
Let's
team?
see.
Oh yeah. Do 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 do. Man, I can't believe how I can't believe this is like the slowest stream I've ever had. I mean, this is just absolutely bonkers, and I went on at a decent time. But this is weird. But I love pop-ups. I'm not complaining at all. I'm not complaining at all. I think it's funny as hell. I thought they would. I thought more people would be rolling in. Well, you guys are all welcome to come in. Uh, oh, whoa, whoa. Sorry about that. Watch your ears, especially rabbit ears. Uh, Crimson Tide, huh? Man, we can talk about their. Yeah, that's one of those. That's one of those. That's one of those SEC teams. Schedule easy cupcakes. Let's see the cupcakes that Alabama has. Because Bama's got to at least have a couple cupcakes. So they have been trying to sit there and say they're playing out more. Alabama, Alabama. All right, let's see what they got. Oh yeah, we're gonna have some fun now. Oh, that's definitely gonna happen. We're gonna have some fun with this. Oh yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what happened to his phone. Uh, I guess he had to reset. He has to reset. So, Papa, Crimson Tide, huh? Holy cow, man! I thought Texas and San Jose State might have had a couple of cupcakes, man, but man, we're nothing compared to the bakery that is in Crimson Tide. I thought Nick Saban was coaching a football team, but looks like he's got a bakery open because he's serving nothing but cupcakes. Oh my God! Let's give him a minute. I'm gonna give Justin a minute to come back here. We're gonna have some fun with this. Holy cow! Whew. I just want to know one thing, Papa. As a Bama fan, I always want to know one thing. When are they going to get rid of the third Saturday in October? Because that's so dead and buried. That ain't ever coming back. The Tennessee and Alabama game being all for any sort of importance, that ain't happening anymore. That's like Ohio State playing at Michigan at the end of every year. Who cares? Ohio State's going to kick ass. I mean, Michigan has no chance. And I remember the third Saturday in October used to mean something, but man, it don't mean nothing now. Holy crow! Let's see if Big Daddy J can come back in. Uh, all right, so let's take a look at old Alabama's 2000 or next their new season. So, uh, okay, so the first game could be interesting. I'll give you that. I think it'll be interesting for at least a half, maybe three quarters, before Alabama just piles it up. They open up with the Miami Hurricanes. They're playing at Georgia, at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So that could be interesting. The Canes, I don't think the Canes are quite there yet, but I think they're gonna get. They'll be tough. It'll be an interesting game. So that's. But then Alabama, who do they play after that? They play the Mercer Bears. The Mercer Bears, the FCS school, the Mercer Square Bears. Yeah, the defending champs, the Alabama, the Mercer Bears. So then they're at the Florida Gators. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. If Florida can find a quarterback. Okay. Um, then they played the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. They have used Southern Mississippi as a whipping boy for decades. That every it's like, hey, we need a win for homecoming. Well, who do you want to get? Well, how about Southern Miss? They're always good. They're always up for it. So you got Southern Mississippi, Ole Miss, at Texas A&M Aggies, maybe could be interesting at Texas A&M. Texas A&M is supposed to be pretty good. Supposed to be pretty good. Might give some. Uh, Greetings, NDT. It's our friend Nate. The NDT. We're talking a little college football. We are talking a little college football. We're talking Alabama schedule for this year. See, then Alabama goes to Mississippi State. Okay, that's a good way to get some frequent flyer mileage, and a win. And then the third Saturday in October, that used to be something back when I was a kid. When I was, but that was like 50 years ago. Then you get the week off. Of course, you always get the week off before you play LSU. So who knows what LSU is going to be like this year? I mean, they could either will they be as good they were when they had Joe Burrow, or will they be like last year where they didn't have a defense at all? Their defense was record-setting bad. And then you got the New Mexico State Aggies, Cupcake City. Holy shit! Well, hey, look at it this way. At least we can actually sit there and say San Jose State and Alabama both have something in common, right? They both got New Mexico State for a cupcake. And then Then you got Arkansas. Um, I think the last time Arkansas beat Alabama, I think Johnny Manziel was like a freshman. Um, I think he was a freshman. So that could be like what, about 10 years ago. And then you guys got Auburn, the Iron Bowl. Where's that game at? It's at Auburn. So I think the two toughest games for Alabama will definitely. I think it'll be Florida, and I think it'll be Auburn. I think LSU is a year away, and that's it. Boy, and they'll make the playoffs. Alabama will make the playoffs. Um, they might play Georgia in the SEC championship game, so that could be interesting too. But they will make the playoffs, even if they get two losses, which they're not going to lose twice this year. Alabama will either go undefeated or they might lose one game. They'll either lose against Florida or they'll lose against Auburn, but they're not going to lose against both. And even if they do lose to Florida, they'll have enough time in the season to rally to make that up. If they lose to Auburn, that'll be interesting. But they'll be ranked so high that unless Auburn's a horrible, horrible team, and that's like their only win of the year, Alabama can take a loss and still advance. Uh, what team? What's your favorite team, Nate? You got a favorite college team? Because I think aren't you in Tennessee, Nate? Oh, you don't watch college football? Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll slide out of college football then. Um, did you catch the what did you watch this week, Nate? Anything good? Oh my gosh, it's 2:05. Oh well, we'll stay here. We'll stay up for till about 2:20. We'll stay up for about two more. I've been up for a little bit, so we'll talk for another 15 minutes or so. Uh, so what did you watch this week? Anything good? Hopefully so. Oh, let's see. Well, so speaking of the SEC, let's see who actually plays in the other division. Let's see what Georgia does. Georgia will probably be the biggest team to face off against Alabama for sure. They're going to be the biggest threat. So we'll see. Um, yeah, I'm looking at Alabama's games last year. Um, yeah, they just whipped some ass. I mean, it's bad. They almost lost to Florida. They Then they whipped Notre Dame. I don't know for the life of then that's there you go. That's you really want to talk about a cupcake. Could someone please tell me why Notre Dame keeps making the playoffs? I mean, seriously. I mean, they don't bring nothing to the party, and yet they continue to make the playoffs. Open it on Justin. It'll work. It'll work. But open it through Google. Open it through Google Chrome. It'll work if you do that. Yeah. come on backstage, but open it through Chrome. You'll be able to come back. That's how I have to do it when I'm going on other people's stream. I have to go through Google Chrome. Yeah, if it doesn't work out, then let me know and I'll just go ahead and shut it down. It's been it's, this has actually been pretty entertaining tonight. Oh my gosh, we get to talk about some college ball, man. I'm so tickled. I'm so tickled. I gotta see if I can find out who connected with me. I don't see anybody. No, nobody said nobody did. Oh, it must have been it was a private connected. Hmm, interesting. All right. We'll see. We'll give it a minute here to see if Justin can come back in. If not, we'll just go ahead and shut it down for the night. I know Nate will probably he'll probably do a. Are you gonna be open? Are you gonna go up too, Nate, after this? Or are you heading for bed? I don't think it's gonna work. Ooh. Yeah, I think that's gonna happen here. I don't think it's gonna work for. It's not gonna work for you, is it, Justin? What's going on, Doomsday? We just been up for a little bit, man. No, nobody really came by tonight, so I was waiting to see if Justin wanted to come up. Uh, yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. I've been up for a little bit. Yeah, well, we'll do it again, man. We'll do it again. Um, doing good, doing good. Uh, yeah, man, we're just talking about all sorts of shit tonight, man. There was no set agenda. We're talking college football. We're talking rabbits. Um, uh, let's see what else we're talking about. We're talking uh, all sorts of fun stuff. I want to be able to ask you if I could put a banner up in the group for next Sunday, Doom. I want to post the July for Jen banner for sure. Uh huh. Yep. And so it starts. There you go, Justin. Did you get a Funko? Is it a Funko or NECA? Yep, there you go. Those figures, man, they're insidious. Hell yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, thank you, man. All right, thank you, Doomsday. I appreciate it, man. I really do. I want to be able to help Jen Tochi out, at that flood. So let's see if people want to come out and hopefully come out next Sunday. And if they have any extra movies that they're not watching, if it's just taking up space, maybe we can send them up to her. So that's what we're doing for next Sunday. We're gonna try to get some people to donate some movies. I got some movies I can send her for sure. I'll send her some. Um, she's looking for VHS and DVDs. So she doesn't have a Blu-ray player, so we're not, unless someone wants to donate a Blu-ray player. It's funny actually when you hear that, like you don't even think about that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and donate a blue. But you know how many people I think in our community actually have more than one player? I think they have. I think most people have two or three players. I had two. I had one really dinky one. I gave it to my buddy Catfish, but I only have one now. I have a Sony Blu-ray player, Blu-ray DVD player. I'd like to get an all region player. That's what I really need to do. Whew. All right, let me take a look at this over here. Uh, Looks like Criterion's gonna be doing some interesting stuff here soon. Hmm. All right. Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's cool, man, right there. That's what I thought. See, most people have that. They have that equipment like that. I know that she still has a DVD player. I know that she still has that, but she doesn't have a Blu-ray player. So so that's why she was saying that she could use a VHS or DVD only. That's a shame too, because if she actually had a Blu-ray player, he could actually send her some stuff from the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree sales going on. Oh, you know what? Honestly, I'm good with both, Nate. I mean, honestly, I'll buy DVDs just the same as I will Blu-ray. Yeah. I see it just as well as one from the other. My eyes can't detect it. Oh, okay. So you got invited. They invited you to come back then. Oh, that's good. I don't think they really wanted you gone, John. I really don't. I don't think you know what cons can't afford that shit. I'm dead serious. They can't afford the bad publicity. They really can't. If you would not have been invited back, and let's say you wrote about it, or you blogged about it, or you spread the word about it, it affects their business. People have long memories. Okay, that's not very attractive. I gotta sit on my hands. Well, I'm glad it got fixed. I'm really am. I'm really glad it got fixed. That was really heavy-handed how they treated you, man. They really treated you with a far heavier hand than what they should have. They could not afford to sit there and alienate vendors the way they did you. Yeah, they could not afford that. Like I said, you get up there and you start talking about your experience and how they treated you, other vendors will pay attention. No, 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 I did not know that you got back in. Though I think the one thing I saw from you, John, I think you're talking about the UPS. You lost a lot. Your package got destroyed. Your packages were destroyed. I think it's the last thing you told me. That was really fucked up too. Yeah, man, that's great. I'm great. That's great. Um, yeah, just keep track of them, Justin. Make sure they don't fall off. If they fall off, just make sure to go back to them and make sure you're still connected. Yep, no problem, John. Yep, I'm just glad you're going. That's all. I'm glad you're going. It's too bad you couldn't get back on, Justin, man, because you and I were going to get into the Alabama schedule. Holy crap, man! Talk about a cupcake. All right, it is 2:22. All right, I'm gonna pull the plug. I've been on here for a long time. How long have I been on here? I've been up here for 3 hours, so I think it's more than time for me to pull the chute. I know some of you guys just got here. I'm really sorry about that, but I was up for since 3 hours. Um, yeah, you know what, John? I will look you up tomorrow for sure. I will look you up tomorrow and we'll talk. I promise. I got nothing going on tomorrow except for I'll be out of the house for a little bit. I'm going to the library, but I'll be home tomorrow. And as soon as I get up, I'll look for you. We can talk. Yeah, I want to know about the details about the CryptoCon for sure. Yeah, thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate it. If I do something like this again, I'll try to I'll try to let people know a little beforehand. Like I said, I'm always doing pop-ups. I don't know what it is. I can't really ever sit there and say, "Hey, I'm doing a live stream." Um, But I'll try to give everybody a better notice so that way they can come out and hang out. See if I can get somebody to come up with this. All right, you guys stay safe, man. Take care. Take care, and I will see you on the flip side. And of course, this is the fun part: unplugging. And thank you.